Whoa, swap scenes. Professional streamer is back. Hey, how's it going? I'm here with Reveneer yet again. Like to,
Hello, hello.
yeah,
It's me, Reveneer, yet again. You might know me from this mod and perhaps other things as well.
indeed. Anyways, we are gonna conclude the second randomizer playthrough today, wherever the hell this random proof is. How's it going, Black Sauce, Gigavolt, and Forgives12? Hopefully the audio's fine on both our ends. Seems fine for me, but I never know. I never know once it goes through YouTube. It's starting. It's happening.
It's finally happening.
I don't remember anything we did in the previous playthrough, so let's just go Land of Dragons and see what happens.
You only have one proof left?
Yep.
Dang, this is gonna be a short stream.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking, like, well, I'll do it, and then, I find that proof real fast, we'll just do in-game content shit again, because I assume people like watching me struggle through Nobody Wave 3 and then other stuff.
You're assuming people like you.
Damn. Already off to a great start.
You set them up, I knock them down.
If nothing else, I know this game likes me this run just because of how fast it gave me final form.
Yeah, it's almost like you're cheating.
Here we go. The allegations are already starting up.
How can it be an allegation if it's true?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's a false allegation you're throwing at me. You're already trying to cancel my career to boost yours up.
What career are we talking about? I haven't promoted myself once.
You should. You should promote your work too. Then it's this like, wow.
My work is in this mod. You're promoting me for me, so I don't really have to do anything.
See, I'm a nice guy. You're already trying to throw these allegations at me. It's crazy.
If you say so.
Oh yeah, I have to actually level up the forms for random rewards too. I keep forgetting that.
Uh-oh. What if you already have the proof in your forms?
Uh-oh. Well, this would be a pretty short stream if I decided to end it there now, wouldn't it? Would be a little bit funny if I did that though, I won't lie.
I know you already have all the stuff for wisdom. I don't know if you have the stuff for limit. I don't recall.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was gonna kill Harlot just to make sure for wisdom, because I think I got Valor like semi-recently.
I thought you had everything for wisdom because you used wisdom in the 1000k Heartless fight and then they popped like crazy in there.
I remember if I had Valor there though, in which case it might have another level to it. I'll just check the stats. I wanted to ask, what's the emulator version of FFVII's compatibility with your music tool features like the extra shortcuts and custom music? You can create the custom shortcuts, but right now custom music, I don't have it configured for this mod, but that is planned for the base version of FFVII. I can't do that for Randomizer because Randomizer does not run on the PCSX2 1.7.
That's actually a question I was curious about myself since I actually wanted to use the custom music tool. After making the UI for it, I wanted to use it, and I found out that the music just doesn't play.
Yeah.
I wanted to put in my own custom music and stuff, but turns out can't even do that. What a useless tool. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Slander. It will. You do actually need to put something in the title and contributing artist for it to run your music. But other than that, yeah, it'll work as long as it's PCSX2 1.7. Which unfortunately Randomizer is not on. Alright, I need to check the status of forms.
They're just so busy attacking these enemies.
Wisdom does have one more level to go. And Master Form. And Final. Jesus. There's no nobodies here to kill. Oh, these drop. Here we go. Destroy these things. These drop orbs, right? Yeah, yep. Not enough.
They should.
Not enough, though. Sad.
You could just leave and come back. I think they don't stay destroyed.
Okay, no, they might actually be better than the Cavern of Remembrance orbs. Okay, I'll use a Master Form here just so it gets its levels.
Wait a second. You didn't beat Final Xemnas, did you? I think you... Did you beat Final Xemnas?
No.
Okay, I thought you did.
Yeah, that was the last run. How far we've come since then.
Yeah, you've gotten faster. Almost like you've been cheating.
Look, just cause I get final form early, it doesn't mean it's a cheat. It just means, you know, sometimes you just get lucky. Sometimes you just gotta go out and buy a lottery ticket. It's not a gambling promotion stream, by the way. Don't actually go do that to yourself.
Don't actually go out and buy a lottery ticket, just a singular one. Don't purchase anything with your money.
Don't do anything with your money. Hoard it.
I don't know if that's actually good or bad advice.
Hashtag not financial advice. It could be worse.
Saving your money could be a good thing, but never spending it could also be bad.
Wait.
At least it's better advice than promoting an NFT scam.
You're saying you wouldn't do that?
I would not. I clip this for future streams. If I ever start promoting some random NFT scam, you'll know I've fallen from grace. Whatever grace I have, anyways. Hoard your money, wait for the housing market to crash. Yeah, there you go. You gotta hoard it and wait for the crash.
I'll be hoarding for a long time. Final completely trivializes this fight.
Very much. I just wanted the levels for it, but yeah, these guys have no chance.
I can't tell you how much I hated doing those stupid face paint things for the final form for this skin costume pack, I mean.
Yeah, having to draw those red lines on it and white out the eyes for...
No, the eye things is easier than you think it would be, but those lines, and plus I think he has something on the top of his head as well that I also included on there. This is the pain because I had to make sure that they were in the right spots for the cutscene models, because they like to switch out the cutscene models in between just every once in a while. So I'd have to make sure that they didn't just switch into shit that I didn't want it to look like it shifted, basically.
Yeah, I see what you mean up close, and also there's that third proof. We got it.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. It was a good one. We'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, we gotta go beat Xemnas, and you know, victory screech. Hello, Sophie Marie. Hello, Andrea Boemi. I think I'm saying that right. And thank you. I try to be good at the game, because if I were bad at the game, it would be kind of boring to watch me play the game. Dude, I need some ethers. What the hell is this? I need a shop.
How long has this stream even been, dude?
I love the 2 minutes.
You've been streaming for 13 minutes,
13
bro. And
minutes.
you already found the fucking proof?
I'm not gonna say it's rigged, but it might actually be rigged at that point.
You check your options when you set up the seed, dude?
I didn't even know that's a thing.
I don't know, man. I just kind of sus, dude.
I will admit, you know, found it a little faster than expected, but you know, these things happen. Yeah, I found it at the 13th minute of the stream.
13! I just realized it was 13! It's 13!
You know, maybe my advice is wrong. Maybe we should all go buy...
Maybe this is rigged.
Maybe this is rigged. Maybe I do need to go buy a fucking lottery ticket after this stream.
Nah, this is probably just scripted at this point.
This is not scripted. You think I can script entertainment?
Get the final You get the final proof on the 13th minute of the stream
Listen.
in Final Fantasy, not Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 2.
Listen, these things, you know, sometimes these things just happen, you know? It's fine. Alright, we got 81 ethers. How am I? Well, you know, I'm pretty good. I'm questioning if I can stall the stream up to 2 hours fighting post-game shit or not once I beat the final boss with this shit.
He beats every single boss in the... He just does perfectly after this. And it's still not even close to 2 hours. It's a 40-minute stream still.
Listen, I'm super handicapped, okay? You know, I don't have all my abilities, so, you know, it could be a very difficult, you know, round of post-game fights. You know, I might not even do all of it.
What he means to say is he's not going to use final form on purpose.
Yeah, you know, I gotta draw out the content for you guys.
He's going to play bad on purpose. That's what he's telling y'all.
No. But if I die, then I was playing bad on purpose.
Sure, of course.
Or into a Project Aqua stream, dude. You don't know how much setup that would require. I can't just swap on the fly like that. Look at that.
Project Aqua's a completely different game. It has its own build, its own emulator.
You gotta patch the I gotta repatch the ISO. Gotta make sure it's pointed to the right stuff. Try daily seeds. They usually have a good mix of random settings. I mean, I randomly generated this seed. It's not rigged as hard as that may be to believe, you know.
It's not rigged. It's just, you know, kind of. It's just in my favor most of the time.
It's just incredibly convenient for me. That doesn't mean anything.
Finally, Jex is with a good suggestion. Why not make it a Project Vanita stream? You can finally show off the rework.
Yeah, of course. You can show off all the remade Vanita skins for Vanita's Mall specifically in that stream.
You think I give a fuck? I'm more than willing to do that.
Whoa, but why? Why would you want to do that?
Because I know you don't know anything of the process of making textures. I could just screw you. I could just half-ass it. You never know.
I guess that's true. You could half-ass it, but that would imply there's ever going to be a Vanitas remake. Ever.
Either way, it's a lose-lose, my dude. You can't really screw me in this situation.
I feel like it would be kind of screwing you to ask you to make costumes for something that I'm never going to do. I mean, that's just bad for business.
I mean, it's bad for you overall, because then people will know that you made me do shit that will never be used. Again, it's just a lose-lose. I make shit all the time that never gets used. You think I care? It's part of being a developer.
Well, I can't argue with that, but I try to use what people give me.
I've not used some things that I've gotten before with my dash stuff multiple times. It's not because I don't want to use it, it's just like I either get better stuff or I just don't want to use it anymore because it doesn't fit the vision of what we're currently doing.
You ever feel a little awkward about like having a resource that you have to move out of your project that someone else made for you because you got something better?
Never. I'm not obligated to keep any of their stuff into my mod. Especially if I'm paying for those assets in the first place. At that point, it's like, you got money from me. You don't get to decide what I put in my mod.
That's true.
I feel, I guess, a little bad for people that are doing stuff for free. That's, of course, their decision. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to put their stuff in my mod guaranteed either. There's no obligation for me to do that, and they're not entitled for that either. At the end of the day, I'm the owner of the mod. The only thing that would make me do that is just to be nice. But again, it's not their mod, it's my mod. I'm directing it. I decide what's necessary for it. If I can do something to make it better for the overall people, I will always go for that. That's just a very logical way to see it. It's not nice, but you gotta do what's best for the overall populace instead of just, you know, on a personal level. And that's just sadly how it is.
And it makes sense. You want to put out the best product. We're gonna get a Twitter post from Reveneer. He got scanned out of a 2-year-old hide-and-seek challenge.
I would never do that. Implying that I would make a Twitter post. I'm trying not to post on Twitter.
You're a professional Twitter avoider, is what you're saying.
I don't got nothing to post on Twitter right now. I mean, we've finished some stuff, but I'm not gonna show nobody yet. You still don't have scan?
Nope. We're doing a scanless end game right now. Hey, that's what we need to look for. We need to look for scan at this point.
People that worked on unused stuff shown to be upset with that fact. The thing is with me, I don't really tell people that, hey, you know that thing you made for me? I'm not gonna use it anymore. I never do that. I don't feel a need to, because again, it's my project. I don't feel the need to tell them if it's not going to be used. Especially if I paid for them to do it. If they were looking forward to it, then yeah, I'll tell them. But most of these people, past them doing the things that I asked for, they don't interact with me anymore after that. If there was someone that I interacted with more than just past what I was currently doing with the pod, then I'd probably be willing to tell them, oh hey, by the way, we decided to go with this instead. Then I would be more than happy to do that. But if they're not talking to me ever, and last time I talked to them was like a year to 2 years ago since I asked them for that help, then I'm not going to tell them anything.
That makes sense.
The most upset I've seen someone is when I had to replace the voice actor for Dash. When the Sonic hacking contest, back when I was interested in competing in that drivel, the voice actor for Dash drugged their feet and they gave me some very bad lines near the release when we just were about to submit. And those lines were the corniest lines I've ever heard in my life. It made the character sound like a complete weeb. Well, not weeb. Weeb. With a D. It's way worse than a weeb. It sounded like a complete dweeb, like a dork. And it did not fit the character at all. And I don't know if they listened to those lines, if they didn't, but they sounded atrocious. And I was extremely upset with that. I didn't tell them to their face I was upset or anything, because I don't like making people feel bad like that, but they were awful. So I got with some of my friends who happen to know some other voice actors, and I got with this one guy who did phenomenal work super fast, by the way. Redid all the lines, sounded 10 times better, and I told the guy, like, hey, just to let you know, I didn't really necessarily like the quality of the lines you gave me. I'm not entirely sure what you were doing with those lines. I can only assume it's because of something like this or that, but either way, I've replaced you as a voice actor. And they're a little bit sad. I guess they said they were sad. I don't remember. That was like 3 years ago. But they weren't like angry or anything. I don't think anyone's ever been angry. I guess most people kind of realize, most normal people kind of realize that it is still my project at the end of the day. They don't have any right to like what goes into the project. If they put in as much work as me, then they definitely would have a say, but it's like me working with FFVII, for instance. I have no say in like what goes into this project. I give my opinions here and there, and Zad might listen, but if I tell him to fucking put in like NMC Roxas right now, or if I make some freaking, like I made some skins, some Reveneer skins. If I told him to put those in pro bono, no reason, just because I just want them to be put in, and he doesn't want to do it, but I try to force that just because I helped, then that's kind of screwy and that's kind of bad in general. there's no reason for anyone to feel those things. There's no reason for anyone to feel that way unless they actually have a bigger stake in a project than they actually do. That's my opinion.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, there's a lot that goes into development work for anything, whether it's like a mod or just like an actual original game, and you know, different people have their different talents. Like you said earlier, I don't know shit about what goes into textures, but on the flip side of that, you know, I wouldn't expect you to lecture me on the structure of my programming or whatever.
I mean, we all know about your spaghetti code, Zad.
God, here we fucking go. The allegations.
You don't have to try and pretend it's anything different.
Here, I'll go file for him for the fans, I guess.
For the fans.
For the fans. Definitely not because I'm more concerned fighting this guy when I can't see his health bar.
You're not gonna perform any skips, so I don't think it matters. I mean, you kind of know where he's at once he starts doing certain things.
Yeah. Right now I'm waiting for him to appear next to me instead of fucking around.
To answer your question, Jetzel, since you asked another question, did you consider asking that guy to redo the lines like they were so bad it was an instant nah, dude? If you had heard those lines and were as... Basically, I got those lines a week before I had to submit to the SHC. So I would have to get those lines as quickly as possible, get them redone, and I would also have to direct the person as well, because I didn't direct that person the first time around. I directed them the first time we did the lines, but the second run through I didn't direct them, because I figured they would remember direction I gave them. The only difference between these lines and the new ones that I wanted from them was I had purchased them a higher quality microphone, since the microphone that they had before was kind of bad. So I gave them some money to purchase a better one. That way the audio quality was better, which is not a big deal. I didn't really mind doing that. As long as the audio quality was good, I didn't care. Apparently I needed to direct them again, because the lines that they gave me was so abysmal that I couldn't use it. I simply could not use it. The audio quality was good, but the voice was completely off. The inflection of how they were saying things and other stuff like that was just completely off. And I simply did not have the time to sit and record a whole bunch of lines, because this is for Sonic Adventure 2. And if you are familiar with Sonic Adventure 2, there's a lot of lines. There's a lot of lines for the menu themes, in-game. There's 2 lines per stage for idle chatter. There is the cutscene lines, stuff like that. There's over 100 lines per character. So that's not something that you can easily get through really quickly. You could probably like crank it out in one session, but like I'd have to set up a schedule with them, and it's just, I was too busy doing other things. I had to make textures, I had to voice act my own characters, because I voice acted Dusk and Professor Eggman. It was just too much work. So I got with that other voice actor, and they were super professional. One of the best voice actors I've ever worked with, and they still work with me to this day. And they're fast too. They crank them out in a single session. They don't even need directions from me. They're perfect. It's kind of like a no-brainer for me in that point. It's nothing against the original voice actor. It's just I happened to find something that was better, and I went with that.
Anger and hate are supreme. We shall go together.
Well, you're not entertained by Zemnis?
I died because I guess my R2 trigger didn't go off on Master Form before it to deflect the lasers, so we're back to square one.
You don't even know how far in you were. This makes this way more brutal if you think about it. You have no clue where you're at in this fight.
Pretty much. I definitely had him in phase 2 before, because he was shooting the lasers, just, oh boy. Can't even punish him for that.
His movements in this fight are really weird. It's like he's trying to do mix-ups on you, like this is a fighting game or something.
He's doing something, alright. He didn't play a fucking audio clip, so I'm like, okay, I'll just keep attacking.
Anger and hate are supreme.
It's always when you least expect it.
When you least expect it, he will not let you know he's attacking.
Maybe that's what all enemies should do.
And it just goes silent when they're gonna counter.
Xemnas is counter-picked to Sora and Riku.
Them just going in for 2M. Alright,
This stage
counter me.
is the final destination of Kingdom Hearts.
You know, this stage would really fit something of that aesthetic. Like, it
No,
looks...
this is basically Brawl Final Destination if you think about it, if you remember that stage.
Yeah. I'll always remember Brawl Final Destination because I think it had the best Final Destination theme in that series.
Dude, that stage, if you had looked at the texture work and just how that stage worked, it's amazing. How they managed to pull off so much. Everything in that background was just pure texture work.
Really? That's nuts.
It's not no video or nothing, it's just straight up textures. And it's incredible.
That is pretty sick. Would you say that's the best texture work in Brawl?
That stage by itself?
Yeah, like of all the stages or something.
I think Brawl in its entirety is where texture work peaked in terms of Smash Bros. Because after that, that's when things got modernized to start using normal maps and stuff like that. Start using the more traditional modern stuff. But, well, when I say modernized, I mean it's less reliant on the diffuses, which is just a straight texture by itself. To simplify it, do you know what diffuses are?
Diffuses?
Okay, that's all I needed to know. Basically, this is a TS2 game. All these characters, technically, they're using diffuses. They don't have like normal maps that make them like bumpy or have details pop out. Everything is just a straight up diffuse in this game, pretty much, from what I'm seeing here. And what I give you every time is just basically a model with diffuses on it. In modern games, let's say KH3 for instance, you probably notice when you zoom in to like Sora's outfit or whatever, he kind of has like detail, cloth-like detail to his outfit. That is not a part of the diffuse texture. The diffuse texture is actually flat. Like it has no shadows, no shading, no detail or anything like that. That's how modern games do it. They have these other maps that kind of build that stuff into the diffuse texture. Kinda. It's not exactly how it works, but I'm kind of simplifying it a lot. Old games don't do that. They have the shading, they have all that other stuff, like details and stuff built into the diffuse. That's why there's like all this shading and all this other stuff on like Sora here. Because he doesn't actually have that. He has no real shadows or anything like that. It's all basically put into his texture. But no, Brawl basically was before all that. It didn't have anything fancy like that. So everything was just made from that singular texture. That's what makes it super impressive.
That is, yeah, once you describe the actual process, that is very amazing that they can make Final Destination look like that then.
It's amazing that they made all the characters look good. I mean, some people meme on it because they're like hyper realistic, but like, that is some really good texture work that holds up.
Yeah, Xemnas loves this projectile spam. What did you miss? You
You're
missed
at the
me
end.
dying to Xemnas a couple of times and like finding the proof at 13 minutes, and that's not a joke. I didn't turn off scan, Joshua. This is a randomizer, and I did not find scan through the entirety of this playthrough. Hopefully the mod comes out very soon. I'm excited to try it out. Well, base FFVII is pretty much done for the most part. This randomizer is basically good now. The only real thing I need to do is just add in magic cast for Roxas so he doesn't T-stance, and then pretty much good for PCSX2, and then I'm going to work on porting it to PC, which I can't really put a number on how long that's going to take, but so far things have been going smoothly with the randomizer, so if that luck persists, hopefully the PC version won't take too much longer. Hello Zerisius, how's it going? Oh hey, look, we can skip this now. Cool.
Perfect. No more copyright.
Oh, wait. Can't skip this one.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Return of the
Jeez,
copyright.
dude. It's over.
Put me down.
End of the
I
road.
can walk.
Scammed. Alright, well, you know. Mute the game and, I guess, turbo mode it. I don't know.
We could just talk about other things. I
Yeah.
don't know what we talk about. This starts always real long. to
Yeah,
talk
this is,
through.
a little bit tragic. I mean, I guess I could just load a save state before I went through Land of Dragons. I don't know. You
It's
know,
not the same.
yeah, you know, we gotta experience this muted. Gotta watch speed up character interactions. So how's the weather in the realm of darkness, Shunny? You know, I over here in the realm of light was looking at this and I noticed it's really foggy today. The only character Raw didn't really work was Toon Link, and that's for obvious reasons. But yeah, he's more cartoony.
I honestly think it works fine. I don't think it's the best looking he's ever been in Smash, don't get me wrong. But I think all the texture work was pretty solid in the game. I think the worst thing about Brawl was the desaturation of the characters. It really lacked vibrance that could have really helped out in the game. And plus, I feel like Smash should just ditch having Zelda representatives look like specific characters. Specific characters from specific timelines. I never liked that. I think they should just make an overall Link that's like based on like all of them, and an overall Zelda based on all of them, and an overall Ganon based on all of them, instead of just picking and choosing each one. Because now you have Breath of the Wild Link fighting Ocarina of Time Link fighting. I don't know which Zelda that is. It looks like she looks like the Zelda from Skyward Sword, but I don't think that's the Zelda from Skyward Sword. I think that's a special Zelda that they made, which argues the point that they should have just made all of them like that.
I think the reason they don't do that is just because they want they use Smash as a way to advertise their other games.
They don't need to advertise Breath of the Wild.
But you know they're going to
They don't need
anyways.
to advertise Ocarina of Time.
Listen, they gotta get all the advertisement they can. I mean, hey, Square Enix does it too. Like, we didn't need an advertisement for Frozen and Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's basically what it was the movie. Like abridged. It was an abridged
You
series.
think they were trying to advertise Frozen in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah, they played an abridged version of the
Frozen
movie.
their best-selling movie? Wait a second. Let me check real quick. How well did Frozen sell? I remember that movie came out and I couldn't fucking avoid Let It Go no matter where I went.
Yeah, you can't even avoid in Kingdom Hearts either. It looks like the closest to Link Between Worlds, but it's not as specific as others. I'm not the Zelda fanatic here, but I have to assume it's just trying to advertise Breath of the Wild. I mean, that's at least what Link was definitely meant to do in Ultimate. They even gave him those little manual detonation bombs.
Frozen sold 1.2 billion in the box office.
Jesus.
They don't need to advertise shit. What are you talking about?
I'm not saying they need to. I'm saying they're going to regardless.
That wasn't an advertisement. They ran out of ideas. That's what it was. It's either that or Disney told them to do it, and I doubt that. I doubt Disney told them to do shit, in all honesty. I don't think Disney's hand is as deep in the cookie jar as people might think.
I feel like it has to be because they didn't differentiate, or rather they didn't deviate from how much really goes on in Frozen. Like realistically, all that happens, aside from what happens in Frozen, is that Larxene, for whatever reason, tosses you into a labyrinth.
I feel like the deviation stuff kind of started to stop in this game.
I mean, this game, let's see, Land of Dragons, yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, Sora has more interactions with Mulan, and then Beast Castle is just, like, not even anywhere near the movie at all, because it comes down to Zaldin messing with Beast. Port Royal, I mean, Jack Sparrow and Sora have, like, actual interactions, I guess, but yeah, that's also pretty close to what happens in the first movie, I imagine. Because Pete...
And none of it compares to KH1, though.
Yeah, nothing will ever compare to Kingdom Hearts 1 when it comes to the interactions.
It started devolving in KH2. I'm not saying that it's completely, like, how you say... I'm not saying it's like KH3 and KH2. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that the decline started in KH2. Once that Court of Villains thing started going away, well, it went away. It didn't start it went away.
Yeah.
That's when it all started not mattering for the Disney stuff.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with that. I guess, yeah, the decline starts in Kingdom Hearts 2, and then by the time we're at Kingdom Hearts 3, I mean, it's more so like Sora, Donald, and Goofy are just kind of green screened into predetermined events of what's already going to happen, I guess. I don't know, it's weird to describe. I think the worst offender in Kingdom Hearts 2 is by far The Lion King, though, where it's basically playing out the same, where Simba's about to fall off the cliff to Scar, before Scar tells him that he killed Mufasa, and Sora, Donald, and Goofy are just kind of standing there, just letting all that happen.
They were always there, outside the camera. They were in the original film.
They were gonna save Simba if something went wrong. They just believed in him. They believed in the power of friendship.
This is his fight.
Yeah. This is his fight, Donald. I think Sora actually does just say that outright at the peak, actually. God, dude. How long are these credits gonna go on for, man?
Your speed up is slow as fuck.
This is with frame limiter disabled, mind you.
What is this, 200%?
Yeah.
Can't do 400?
Whatever reason, frame limiter does not go above 200% for the majority of this. And I'm not really sure why, because pre-rendered movies are not really demanding at all. But eventually this will end, and then we can, fight data fights and, all that good stuff.
Isn't the data fights, like, behind doors or something? I know Data Zemnis was behind, like, a door.
Oh yeah, that's true. So I'd probably have to finish some of the worlds to do that. I don't even know which ones are tied to which worlds now that I think about it. Can't you skip seeing the rando? It let me skip in, what was it? Zemnis' arena, but then after that, it wasn't letting me skip again. Maybe that's actually a bug. I should write down. I don't know. I can't skip scene in Realm of Darkness. Who knows, man? Hey, look at Aerith looking up at the sky. I'm sure nothing bad will go wrong there.
You gotta make sure there's no black swordsmen above her.
Hey, you know, she's checking out. She's aware of the environment, surely. It'll be fine. I don't think it's an ad for Frozen. It was for the people that bought the game because that's Frozen. Look, it has a song you do know. Yeah. It's probably a better advertisement than Atlantica returning, I'd imagine. I think that was something they added on the PC release of Rando. Yeah, that would make sense. I think between the randomizer versions, they were trying to keep things relatively the same, though. We can't let it go. We can't let the ending credits go. Okay, thank God. Can I skip this? Nope. Well, at least this one doesn't have copyright music. Here, we can enjoy this wonderful, nice, totally into the series sequence.
I can't say. I think. Let me look at these guys here.
Changed, huh?
I can't tell.
Nope.
But it looks like they may have normal maps. I don't think they do. I mean, it looks like they do. The Leafs look like they do.
But part of one.
I know each of the maps in this game also has like individual vertices that they apply like specific shading to, and there's also an overall shading to the map.
Yeah, but this is CGI. I don't think it's using the same shit.
I thought you were checking like their actual character textures.
This?
Nah, I'm looking at them as well, but this is again CGI. It's not using the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sora! Riku!
Also,
like the materials are definitely different.
Also, Square Enix is CGI. Like this is 2005. It's fucking crazy how good it still looks.
Doesn't compare at all compared to the Sonic CGI from Sonic Unleashed.
Whoa! I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
Good. It's mid as fuck.
A totally normal Kingdom Hearts 2 run. Yes, we're stuck at the most difficult boss fight of all, the end credits.
Imagine trying to speak through this. We're drowning over here.
PlayStation 2 era Kingdom Hearts CGI is glorious. It's not even just Kingdom Hearts 2. Like if you look at Squaresoft CGI in Final Fantasy X, it's really fucking good, dude. Please, just bring up the battle report. Yep. Using Master Form 96 times, that checks out.
Wow, I can't imagine using that trash form 96 times.
Save game data. Yep, I would really love to do that.
What kind of loser gets saved by Mickey?
Hey man, that Armor Zimnus guy, he's a real tough boss fight.
Oh no. You said that unironically.
No, it was pretty ironic. The most difficult part of Armor Zimnus is they're so slow. I always don't recognize when he's about to actually do something. Alright, we're gonna load up this game. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. And I don't know. I guess we'll just go kill more stuff. Fuck it.
I mean, what else is he gonna do? This stream's only been going on for 48 minutes.
Damn.
I told you that we'd be done in around this time, didn't I? I think this is almost the exact number I said.
I mean, if you want to be technical about it, we were probably done like 10 minutes ago, since that opening credits sequence, or that end credits sequence took forever.
You think the ending credits lasted 20 to 30 minutes? Let me actually check.
I think it lasts as long as the Final Zimnus fight itself.
When did you beat Final Zimnus? You beat Final Zimnus right here. So that was 13 minutes ago.
Yo, Sora, are you good, buddy? Oh, I don't have a blizzard. That's that makes a lot more sense.
So you beat the game in 35 minutes. and the rest was the ending. So the ending lasts 13 minutes.
Jeez. Oh god, not again. With all the 13s, dude.
I didn't realize I said that, but yeah, 13 minutes. You found proof in 13 minutes. The ending took 13 minutes.
Is this all just rigged?
It seems scripted to me, dude.
You know,
Like how you kept turning on and off the frame limiter. Sounds like you knew.
if I can direct time that well, then I shouldn't even be Kingdom Hearts Smaller. I should just be a magician or something.
What does being a magician have to do with time?
Can't you try another random, maybe a different difficulty? Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'd do that's more difficult than this. I guess I could do level 1 and die in one hit all the time.
Oh wow, that sounds so much fun. It's like sounds so much fun.
It'd be crazy, dude.
Like, whoa, did you see him die to that one attack off screen? That's crazy.
Well, Mulan's back, guys. We win.
They're so useful in this fight.
God, I love the efficiency of party members, man. Here, I'll use her limit. That'll be good. I know, an easier one so it's faster. Even on beginner mode, I don't think I'm gonna complete it in like under 2 hours.
I mean, if you cheat again, you'd probably be able to complete it really fast.
It's not cheats, man. I just had a really good gaming chair when I, you know, made. Okay, that didn't work. I just had a really good gaming chair when I generated the rando seed, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
I've never seen anyone miss that RC before.
Yeah, it's because the reflect put me slightly in the air, so I couldn't trigger it. I didn't actually think about that.
Yeah, it's almost like Master Form sucks.
The worst player. Realistically, I could have just pushed square and gotten out of the attack, but I didn't think about it.
You didn't think about it, huh?
Didn't think about it. Are you saying I'm throwing against Storm Rider for content? Is that the implication here?
I never made any implication, but the fact that you thought of that says a lot about you.
Here we go. Here, I'll hit it this time. See, there we go. Easy. Yeah, no cool finish. Unlucky. Oh, good. Mulan's back. Yeah, I think I'll just solo Trinity. Yeah, let's see if this kills. Nope.
I have no clue how much damage you've done to this thing.
That is the problem without scan. Which I feel like should just be a basic fundamental mechanic.
I mean, it makes intense, difficult fights more intense when you don't know how much health they got.
Definitely adds to the suspense.
Which is a reason why certain games don't show health bars. Because it kind of, you know, adds to the intensity. And I can see it as a valid, like, method to make the players feel something. But in certain games, it kind of just sucks. Especially RPGs. It really sucks at RPGs.
Yeah. I like being able to see what I'm accomplishing.
I think it's actually normal in Final Fantasy to not see your opponent's health, your enemy's health bar.
It depends on which game you're playing.
You can see it in 10.
Yeah, if you get an ability called Sensor on your weapons, it'll reveal everything. Except for very specific enemies. Usually the super post-game bosses.
And you just keep attacking and hope that they eventually die, and then freak out when they finally do.
Yeah, I love Final Fantasy X, but I've never completed all the post-game stuff in it.
So you never dodged the lightning 10 times?
Oh, 10 times? I think you mean like 100 times.
I just remember that it's hard and people complain about it.
Oh yeah, no, it's like at least 100 times. It might even be 200, I'm not sure. I've never done it before.
Of course not. You can't handle real gaming.
Yeah, I can't handle that stuff. It's too good. Like,
So you're gonna add that into this mod, huh?
yeah. Who doesn't want to
God, Sephiroth 100 times.
do 200 guards successfully in a row against the same enemy?
No, I got it. Wins Luxord's game 100 times in a row
Oh god.
without pause buffering.
Oh god.
In fact, it gets faster if you pause buffer.
Just evil, man. Wait, what am I supposed to do? You go to Halloween Town now, right? Gotta run back there? Yep. Run back to Halloween Town and kill stuff. Alright. Let's go run. Let's go save Halloween again.
What do you mean save Halloween? That has nothing to do with this specific version of events here. Because this is about the experiment, I believe, and they're taking presents to find out what it means to have a heart, because they don't have one.
Yeah, but these Heartless are spooky and they're in Halloween Town. We gotta get the presents back from them.
Well, the thing is that they're being kind of commanded by the heart. The thing is, the experiment's not a heartless. It's weird. I think they're in the heartless compendium, but they're technically not a heartless.
I don't know if the experiment has the power to command the Heartless.
The thing is, that's the whole reason why these things are going after the presents in the first place. Because the Heartless, these are all emblem Heartless, by the way, that you're fighting, that have these presents, too.
That is true.
Regular shadows don't care about people with strong hearts or whatever. They can't be commanded, at least from what I've noticed. They just do whatever the fuck they want.
The experiment gives a wisdom EXP. Yeah, 'cause it's a heart. It doesn't have a heart, so I guess it is.
Technically, it's heartless.
Yeah, I guess that works out then.
It's weird if you think about it that way, that the experiment's heartless, because it doesn't have a heart. But like most machinery doesn't have a heart, so it's like, does that mean all robots are heartless?
Yeah, you know that. Okay, so that brings up another interesting point. If if all machines are heartless, does that mean like everything in Simulated Twilight Town could be considered a heartless because they're just like data replicas of shit?
No, they had like data replicas of hearts, which are apparently different from regular hearts. The whole thing's stupid to me. That's what I think. I think the whole thing's stupid.
Well, like you
I
can't.
hate the replica shit.
Well, like you can't replicate a heart as data. At least that's what Anson the Wise said before his machine blew up. That was, shooting a laser at Kingdom Hearts. That was why it blew up, apparently.
He was trying to make it into data, but you can't. It's dumb.
We're asking the real questions, but we'll never get the real answers, you know? Uh-oh. This is my cool combo. I keep thinking I have Blizzard, and I do not.
The thing is, that's sad about the experiment is that it's not even evil, apparently, because it's just trying to find out what it means to have a heart. That's why it's stealing the presents. That's why they say it.
Yeah, who knows why it's, who knows if it has any ulterior motives. I can't really imagine that it does, though. I mean, it's a machine. It's got, like, one thing it's curious about, I imagine. Which is, the hard thing. And ruining my life.
The thing is, if this thing was a heartless, it would have a heartless under. Otherwise, it would be a pureblood. And this thing is definitely not a pureblood.
Does a machine have instincts? Like, can it operate on base instinct?
Well, the reason why I'm saying it's not a pureblood is because it doesn't have any of the markings that would denote it as such.
I don't think it has an emblem on it either, though. Not that Dr. Finkelstein.
Not a heartless.
Yeah.
It can't be a heartless. I just think they don't. The thing is with this game, they don't have anything to denote like an enemy that's not a nobody or a heartless. I think even the pirates are in there as well for heartless. You'd have to check the compendium.
I think they're actually structured in the journal as like specific characters. They're
you
definitely.
have to check the thing real quick. I want to see.
Yeah, you know what? Let's crack the game theory wide open right now.
I'm just too curious at this point. I gotta know.
Yeah, let's see here. If we check the Heartless, question marks in here. Yeah, there's nothing here about the pirates, so they're not under the Heartless category. If I do character files for Port Royal.
Yeah, and the experiment's not there either under the Heartless.
Yeah, here it is. Undead Pirate A, B, and C.
The game does make the distinction that they're not Heartless.
That is a broken texture file.
Oh, yikes. I guess they just never expected you to look at these guys.
They forgot you could check the journal. Even they didn't want to do it.
Like, who's gonna look up Undead Pirate A?
What do you mean, dude? Undead Pirate C is my favorite character. What about Barbossa's broken too. Uh-oh.
I think this might be just a rando thing.
Maybe.
Because I doubt that it's actually broken. I don't think it's broken in base game.
These days, Captain Barbossa has joined up with Pete in a search for something.
The black box! They were referencing the black box even in KH2!
Dude, hey, let's look at Pete. Yeah, he's been a thorn in King Mickey's side ever since the days the king served on Pete's steamboat. And now he's teamed up with Captain Barbossa and his men. He's playing something bad. That much is certain. Hey, good job, Pete. You know, hold on. Now I'm curious. What does Jiminy say about Pete's contribution to Pride Lands? I want to see how they justify his existence in this world. Pete's using the Heartless to get control over all the world. He's helping Scar's Phantom too. Seems like Pete's trying to cover all his bases. What bases?
All the icons are broken.
You know, who reads the journal anyways? We're like the few people that have opened the journal in the past decade, I'm sure.
Who reads the journal in the rando? Like, why would you pull up Jiminy's journal in the rando?
Exactly. See, it's fine. They don't have to fix anything. I wouldn't fix anything if it was my mod breaking it.
No, your mod's improving it.
Can you check experiments entry in the journal though? That's a good point. That's a good point actually. This is now a journal reading stream.
We gotta stall till 2 hours, dude. Do whatever you can.
The experiment. Dr. Finkelstein's puppet creation. Unlike Sally, it didn't have a heart, so went to find one in the love that's bundled with all presents.
Again, it's just kind of fucking tragic.
Okay, so it both wanted a heart and it wanted to be loved.
Again, it's kind of just fucking tragic.
Yep, and then you kill it.
Again, it's kind of just fucking tragic.
You just break apart a machine that just wanted to be loved and know what it means to have a heart, dude. That's our boy right here. That's our boy Sora. Let's go.
It doesn't use darkness against you. It just attacks you in self-defense.
Yeah, realistically, all that happens is you pop out of the present in the cutscene, and then Jack's just like, Dr. Finkelstein's experiment did it. And then you just fucking kill it.
What makes more sense is that the experiment not having a heart could be considered a strong heartless. Considered a strong heartless to the emblem heartless. And probably another reason why they're not attacking the experiment is because of its lack of heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the heartless just, you know, they're also just looking for hearts, and if it doesn't have a heart, like, they don't really care.
Which is weird. Do the entities in Tron have hearts?
Well, I assume they have to.
I don't remember the story of Tron in this game. Whether or not they decided Tron, you must have a heart or some shit like that. I don't remember.
I think, if I remember correct, I am not typically the Disney lore guy, so I could be completely off base with this, but I'm pretty sure Tron was like just a regular dude who just happened to get trapped in that computer after a while. I don't remember how, but I'm pretty sure that's the Tron lore.
Of course, you'd know the Tron lore.
I don't know if I'd say I know it. This dude is just... Okay, there we go. Get out of the shade. Yeah, the experiment is definitely an allegory to the nobodies. Because, you know, Sora also beats the shit out of the nobodies.
Yeah, if you think about it, the experiment wanting to know what it's like to have a heart and having feelings and stuff kind of hints at the nobodies feeling things as well, but that's a little bit, that requires a little bit of extra thought.
Also interesting is the pirates also just want to like not be dead, which you could also argue falls under that allegory as well.
That's reaching a little bit, but sure.
Reaching, but I mean, there are far greater reaches that people do with this series. You can at least loosely connect the two in that regard. I think Kiara's Tron a replicant of the actual Tron that Anson the Wise created. My memory's a bit fuzzy of that world. Is he? I don't actually know.
If he's not the original Tron, that would make a little bit more sense. Because it doesn't make any sense considering the actual story of Tron. And what he's actually made for. Then again, if he is the actual Tron, why did he replicate freaking the MCP?
Answer the Wise, you know, his goals are just beyond our understanding, I guess.
He's just stupid most of the time if you think about it. Like, when has he actually ever been wise in the story?
He doesn't seem like a very smart individual. Like, it seems like his plans are just they just always go wrong or go completely out of his control.
He created the Emblem Heartless. Well, he started that shit. He started that crap. That's on him.
Mm-hmm.
Then he freaking tortured Roxas for no reason besides freaking bias. That's not very smart either.
Yeah, he just kind of, you know, he just kind of felt like it. He was feeling a little quirky that day. I might fuck up someone's life a little before inevitably sending them back to Sora.
Then he ignored his own research and hypothesis to attack Kingdom Hearts anyways, despite knowing that it won't work.
Yep.
Which resulted in him dying, by the way.
His Ansem reports even foreshadow that he knew it wouldn't work, but he went through with it anyways. Like the very last Ansem report, he asked for forgiveness, which basically reads like a suicide note if you actually read between the lines on that.
And apparently he accidentally rebooted MCP, so doesn't seem very wise to me.
He's accidentally reboot. How do you accidentally reboot a master control program? Like that's gotta be something that really pops out on the computer, like mcp.exe. You know, probably has
the bigger question is, why didn't he just shut it the fuck off?
Yeah, like just...
If he knows it's bad, just shut it off. It's your computer.
But maybe, did Anton the Wise, like, also consciously just like, hey, you know what, I don't know what this EXE does. Let me run it as an administrator as well, so I can't turn it off if things go wrong.
Again, when has Ansem the Wise ever actually been wise? Freaking Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, has actually been wiser than Ansem.
Yeah, you can apply this to a lot of different characters as well. I mean, people take Yen Sid seriously, But if you really think about it, Yin-Sid just straight up, like, almost got Sora fucking killed in DDD. No. Like, first of all, Yin-Sid is basically parroting everything Ansem the Wise says in Kingdom Hearts 2, where it's like, oh, dude, the nobodies can't feel anything. You don't gotta worry about killing them. They're just a threat. You just gotta deal with them, dude. They only pretend to have hearts. And then in DDD, Yin-Sid's just like, ah, yes, you gotta pass this exam, which has been hijacked from the very fucking beginning, and he only realizes this is happening, like, towards the end of the game, basically, before it's too late. Like, Yin-Sid also doesn't know anything.
At least he actually does shit in KH3. Finally, he does shit in KH3.
Yeah, he's done more than
I would have
Ansem the
been
Wise.
more hyped if he pulled out a fucking Keyblade and started fucking beating up Arthur. That would have been the hypest shit ever.
You know, I could accept Yin-Sid having a Keyblade just because he supposedly has a hyperbolic time chamber where people can just be granted Keyblades by him to practice with. Oh, he was wise, not intelligent. Yeah, you know, the wise thing is probably a self-appointed title, and that's why he seems like a complete idiot. Maybe it's just an ego thing.
He's supposed to be the sage of his freaking world, and he makes the worst decisions possible for everyone.
I really do feel like, you know, I wouldn't put it past it. It's just like a propaganda machine thing. I mean, he's the reason, like, you're informed that nobodies are the way they are, supposedly, in Kingdom Hearts 2.
I don't know, when I read Ansem's reports, and I'm talking about the Secret of Darkness Ansem, and KH1, and then read the actual Ansem's reports, it seems like Ansem the Seeker has a greater understanding about what he's fucking talking about than anything the actual Ansem knows. Of course, he was wrong about certain things, of course. That's because of the whole him being a heartless himself. But either way, it's still, he seemed to have a good understanding of everything.
I mean, he's lived that darkness life. I guess he would understand it pretty well. I like Ansem, who's just kind of saying shit, you know? So I think it comes down to is Ansem the Wise just kind of saying shit, and then Yin-Sid parrots it, and then Ansem Secret of Darkness just like, nah, this is actually how darkness works. Like, realistically, I think the only thing he was, like, actually wrong about was just, you know, the nature of Kingdom Hearts itself.
Yeah, that's the main thing, and there's no real way to find that out easily.
Yeah.
Without testing it. And testing it would have probably killed him, so I guess he found out the hard way.
Yeah. You know, we can't all be right about everything.
The thing is that he couldn't have tested out his theory to find out what Kingdom Hearts really was without, you know, putting himself at risk. But Ansem knew that his data shit would not work.
Yeah.
He knew. So, I don't know why he did it anyway.
Ansem the Wise just... He's just kind of a dumbass. There's no other way to put it. Like, even when he...
There's a lot of things that are just in this series that makes no sense. Like, why is Pete banished? Why is Ansem the Wise not very wise?
You know, there are questions here. We don't have all the answers. I'm not sure we ever will. Yeah, Thunder is the win button. I would play it out more with Wisdom, but honestly, not having any Blizzard is like really throwing me off.
Yeah, that's brutal. I didn't realize he didn't have Blizzard.
Oh,
it's like the best move.
I gotta set this guy on fire because I can't freeze him for long enough to put all the stuff in the chest. There we go. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yeah, that's right. He tried to take it from the chest. I saw that. Nice try, guy.
He has to be close to death.
There we go. Okay. How we always end up talking about Kingdom Hearts' actual lore. I mean, there's a lot of entertaining discussions to be had when you, like, you know, actually think about stuff in this series. You know,
Nomura is the one who writes the stuff, right? For this series.
pretty often, yeah. He got
Okay.
Nomura started dipping his hand a lot more into the writing itself around DDD.
Okay. So, from what I've noticed, and this is me, I guess I consider myself a writer. I'm pretty good at it, I suppose. I've noticed in 2, not so much 1, but 2 is when it started. They kind of started making the characters dumb to progress the plot a lot more, or to have some character moment that doesn't really hit as hard if you kind of think about it, like, critically for a little bit. Like Ansem's big moment where he attacks Kingdom Hearts, it's just like, why did you do this? You had like no reason to do that.
You knew it wasn't gonna work.
You knew this wasn't gonna work. I mean, I guess, no, what does this resolve? Why do you have to man the machine? If it didn't, why did it kill him if it didn't hurt anyone else?
He was closer to it.
Why did it heal Riku?
It was a lot of light.
Why does the light kill him? How does light kill anyone?
There has to be like certain types of light that could reasonably fry your eyes, right? But I don't know if that
Maybe
would
it's
kill you.
hard as darkness.
Ansem, Ansem's machine was using medical UV ray lighting, and it just fried Ansem the Wise's entire body with radiation, and that's how he died. The others were looking away from it when it happened, so I guess they're okay. Light killed.
Light killed both Ansem.
You know, that is a funny connection I never really drew. You know what I love about y'all talking about Kingdom Hearts lore? How hilariously blunt you are when it comes to talking about characters' intelligence. I mean, that's the best part, right? Is like, there's a lot of dumb shit that happens in this series, and because of that, there's also just a lot of not that smart characters at certain moments.
The thing is like I said, they're doing it on purpose to create scenes that are supposed to be emotional. Like Axel, for instance, if he could just create a portal out of there, why didn't he just do that? Why did he kill himself? You didn't have to do that. If he could just create a portal. In fact, a lot of characters could just create portals to where they need to go. Why don't they just do that? Why are they running through all these rooms and shit? If they could just teleport to the top of the tower, why not just do that?
They gotta flex for dramatic effect, dude. You don't get it.
Why does freaking Ansem Riku walk everywhere?
Good day, happy stream. Very happy. I don't know if that means you're leaving, but if so, a good day to you too, Sorrow. Ansem later acknowledges he was a fool blind by vengeance and tries desperately to make up for his failures past Kingdom Hearts 2. Well, here's the thing, right? In the last Ansem report, you actually get, like, it's worded in a way where, like, he knew all of his plans for vengeance weren't even gonna work. Like, the guy already knew, at best, it wasn't gonna work, and at worst, he was fucked. That's why he writes "Forgive me" at the end of it. Like, it's literally a suicide note. Like, it was premeditated on his part what happened to him. So why not teleport to save Aqua? Well, that one you can write off away from like Ansem. From
Here's a bigger question: why did Mickey never tell anybody about Aqua until 3?
yeah, like that one isn't actually on Ansem the Wise. That's just straight up Mickey being an asshole.
He could have told Ansem Riku about freaking Aqua. Hey, Riku, my friend Aqua's in the realm of darkness, and you happen to be a follower of darkness right now. We can just teleport there and just teleport out.
It really would have.
A little bit too smart, huh, guys?
But dude, they got attacked by like the demon tower, and like they almost died or whatever.
Riku is Riku Ansem, one of the strongest Heartless. Well, he's not a Heartless in that form, but I can assume his dark power is damn near absolute.
Yeah, but dude, what if he went to the realm of darkness while dark, and then like he never recovered or something? The way
Yeah, but Aqua would be back, and that would be a significant win. Hell, I think if Aqua came back early, that would change the entire story.
probably. I mean, here's the thing too. Yeah, Xaddgx brings up a good point where like apparently Yinsid was also in on it, which if that were the case, that's just yet another event that Yinsid set into motion by completely fucking up everything.
Yeah, but why do people listen to Yinsid if he doesn't do anything?
That's what I'm saying. Like what? This guy is honestly almost as bad as Ansem. Like he
What type of protection do you need for the realm of darkness? You guys are saying things, and no offense to you guys, I assume you know a lot more about the Lord than I do. But like, you're talking about needy protection. Are you talking about the drip that they have to wear? That protection didn't really do much for. Well, it did do a lot for Riku. It got him a new haircut. That's the only place he didn't have protection was on his head, so he got a new haircut. I guess the Heartless can, cut your hair, but what's the point of what is protection against darkness? Like, reasonably speaking, what do you need to protect yourself from darkness? Because if it's just outfits, then I think that's kind of dumb.
Sora and Riku would have recklessly dived deep into the realm of darkness without the proper protection or preparation. I mean, Sora did recklessly dive in, and look what happened. He
won.
He immediately won. Immediately
and left.
Like, Aqua didn't even have a phase 2. Sora beat the fuck out of her. She couldn't do shit to Sora. And that was after she was semi-possessed by darkness or whatever Ansem did to her. I assume just like amplified her negative emotions because she still seemed to have free will to an extent.
You're making a good point, Gigavolt, but the thing is that they've had enchanted armor since KH2. So they could have went to the Realm of Darkness in this. Hell, they did go to the Realm of Darkness in this game. Didn't stay very long, but they did go there. And they technically do have enchanted armor in this game. Hell, Mickey's probably had enchanted armor the longest out of all of them.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure Goofy could solo the Realm of Darkness, okay? Have you seen what this man blocks?
I think the thing is I haven't seen anything in the Realm of Darkness that has been that bad in a long time. It's mostly just dark sides in there. And that one freaking cool Heartless that you never see ever again.
You got the demon tower that shows up a lot, which I think we're meant to believe is super strong because Kingdom Hearts 3 characters are just like flabbergasted when they see lots and lots of shadows in a tornado.
How the hell do you lose a Keyblade? that's another question. How do you lose a Keyblade? It freaking teleports to you on command. How do you lose it? You can't set it down anywhere. It just disappears on its own. How do you lose a Keyblade?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 showed that Keyblades can apparently be broken or like at least shattered in some places, because that's why Riku had to replace his. Which, if that's a possibility, I'm surprised that never happened anywhere else in the series. Like, unless you want to count coded, but that doesn't really count because Data Source Keyblade was digital, so Maleficent just, I don't know, just hacked the data. I'm not really sure, actually.
The problem with some of the stuff y'all are saying, and again, no offense to you guys, I assume y'all know more about the lore. It just all sounds like BS to create an excuse on why they couldn't do something than a good actual reason why they couldn't do it. But again, the real reason is that Birth by Sleep didn't come out until after this game. So it makes sense why they didn't do anything. It just doesn't make sense in terms of the entire continuity that they didn't do anything. That's the problem with creating prequels like they did, and then adding to those prequels as well. Like, Mickey didn't know about her being in the Realm of Darkness, I think, at the end of Birth by Sleep. I don't remember. I think that was like a new thing they added in 0.2, where Mickey definitely knew that she was there.
Yeah, Mickey showed up in 0.2, but at the end of Birth by Sleep, I don't remember if there was a cutscene knowing that Mickey knew. Well, he must have known because he had to have gone to the Realm of Darkness for a reason. So I assume he went there with that in mind, I guess.
And plus, if they were both lost in the Realm of Darkness, with Mickey and Riku also being there, why didn't he just save her then? Or why didn't they introduce... I don't know. All of it just sounds dumb to me. There's just a lot of happenstance in this series that I've never been a huge fan of.
It's basically Nomura's Wild Ride at the end of the day. Like, you're invested in the story, which...
They really did make it a really convoluted. It's not super complex like some people act. Like, I never liked that idea that, oh, Kingdom Hearts is impossible to understand. No, it's not really that hard to understand. I mean, once you start getting to the nitty details of it, it sounds really convoluted and dumb, because it is. But, like, the overall story just comes down to good guys and bad guys. And the circumstance of the bad guys just changes based on the game. The good guys are always trying to do the same exact thing. There's usually just more steps added to it. That's really it.
Yeah, honestly, Xehanort probably could have accomplished the things that he wanted to do with a lot less planning. Maleficent did the same thing you did to the game, just that she didn't do it right. Yeah, Maleficent's not a pro modder like me, you know. She only removed like one bad aspect that was in her way. There you go, you guys can see Anti-Form open a chest. Only on this screen.
Anti-Form just opened a chest?
That's crazy! How do you have a Keyblade?
Can you add an Anti-Form with a Keyblade?
Hearts is convoluted as hell at random points for no reason. But Kingdom Hearts has this thing where, like, it'll explain the things that it doesn't really need to, and you could just reasonably gather implications. And then there's just other stuff like, why did Ansem the Wise kill himself? Why do you do that?
He didn't. If he wanted to atone for his sins, he should have did it, like, by making shit up in Radiant Garden. Hell, isn't he the reason why Radiant Garden isn't Radiant Garden anymore? Because of this stupid heartless shit? He's so goddamn curious about what makes up a heart and shit like that. Gotta find out. He's literally the character where the turn fuck around and find out was made for.
Yeah, like in 0.2, they show, like, I think the demon tide thing pulling Aqua back into the dankness, and, like, I don't know, I think Mickey was just like, yeah, you know, I gotta focus on actually closing the door, which, like, I get that part, you know, because this was happening around the time of Kingdom Hearts 1. I get that part, but it's more like, then Mickey just kind of never mentions Aqua is there again, where it's just like...
I mean, he couldn't, because those games were, again, made before Birth by Sleep existed,
Yeah.
and 0.2. But again, the fact that they keep doing this prequel shit is fucking them over, and they keep doing it. It just makes the characters seem dumber. They made Mickey worse by doing that. Mickey was a very interesting character, in my opinion, in 1 and 2. I think he was the most interesting in Kingdom Hearts 2. He was really interested, and then he just started getting really dumb in Birth by Sleep.
But yeah, it's funny, because in Kingdom Hearts 2, like, he's basically this character where, like, he's constantly on the move. He seems to know a lot more about the events that are transpiring than your party does, and that adds to the intrigue. And then it's funny, they flip that on its head. It's just like, oh yeah, he knew a lot more than he was letting on. And it just so happened he's kind of an asshole.
Yeah, he just sucks. And I don't like the fact that they made him kind of... You'd think he'd be kind of smarter, but he's not
really smarter. I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to word this. He's technically a Keyblade master, but he doesn't act like one until he sometimes acts like one, but most of the time he doesn't. And I really dislike that. There's some moments in KH3 where it's like, oh yeah, this guy's definitely a master, but it's so few and far in between. And then there's just a million moments where it's just like, dude, what are you doing? You're just not helpful in any of these situations. Like, you happen to have these high-level spells and you just now decide to use them? When did you get these?
Yeah,
Why didn't you use these in the Zemnis fight?
And when this man learned Ultima...
You just now decide to whip this out? Now? Why didn't you do that in the fight when you were fighting freaking... in those fights with those individuals? Why didn't you do them when Terranord attacks?
He betrayed her
You let your
trust.
best friend die.
He betrayed her trust, something the king of Disney would do. You know what? That's the best explanation. You're right. It's because he's the king of Disney. That's why he fucked over Aqua. That's the best explanation. You know what? Yeah, that's why. We figured it out. Just Vibe and understands the lore better than anyone. It's really funny. I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was gonna like address the whole like Mickey knowing about everything thing, but it kind of winds up making it worse because like his explanation of, look, we're not strong enough to just go into the realm of darkness and like save someone. Like, I could buy that, right? But then like immediately Sora does exactly that. He's just like, oh well, I gotta go. I gotta help her. And then it's just like that plot line's over in like 5 minutes. Literally like 5 minutes. That dude just goes in, beats the shit out of her. It's done. She's back in the realm of light. We're good. Let's go save Ventus now.
I'm gonna put it this way. Sora has fought more dangerous Heartless in KH1 in the end of the world stage than he did that Aqua's ever faced in her World of Darkness stuff. Well, the Realm of Darkness stuff, I mean. Those Invisibles, those Angel Hearts, I think they're called, way more dangerous. Behemoths, way more dangerous, way more interesting too. Instead of just a whole bunch of random ass dark sides. Oh no, Phantom Aqua. She says mean things and laughs a lot at me. She's mean. Slightly mean Aqua. She sounds slightly less emotional than usual, which is hardly a difference for Aqua.
Anti-Aqua says mean things. That's her superpower. Mickey does say during Anti-Aqua stuff, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Yeah, this like never brought up again. Like ever. Hell,
I don't think that's enough when you're left in the realm of darkness for years, and Mickey just hits you with, my bad, bro.
Oh, fuck! Oh, dude, oh, that's right, you were in hell! Right, I knew I forgot something!
I forgot!
Dude,
my bad!
I knew I forgot something! Oh, I thought it was the stove I left on, no, it was you! Oh, shit, hey, you know what, my bad, but come on.
You know how things get, life gets busy, bro!
Hey, you know,
I know I got you next time!
You know, sometimes, you know, people just, you know, they grow apart, you know? These things, they just kind of happen, you dude. Want me to cook you something? I know this really cool rat. He can cook stuff for you.
You want me to cook you something? I think there's ingredients nearby.
Come on, Aqua, don't be a hater. It's just like leaving the stove on. You know, these things just happen. If I remember correctly, Mickey only said it's all my fault. He was literally trapped in a cloud of Heartless by Aqua, who was about to murder him. That is true. That is true. Mickey only Mickey only apologized when he got caught.
He had to be in danger before he even considered apologizing.
Yeah. Once he's like captured and immobilized, he's like, wait, come on, let's talk about this.
Bro, I didn't even think it was that big of a deal. If you had a problem, you should have just told me.
Yeah, come on.
I always hit up myself.
You just weren't very vocal about, like, your problems with me.
You were complaining back then, bro. I said I'd be back, and I'm back now. Jeez.
Dude, these things take time, man. Mickey isn't...
Again, it just makes Mickey worse.
Yeah. Like, it really does just come down to, like, bad planning, but if we assume everything was being told in a chronological order with development, right, then the actual in-universe explanation really just amounts to, like, Mickey and Yinset are just kind of douchebags, and if you give them the super benefit of the doubt, where it's like, oh, but dude, like, the Realm of Darkness is really dangerous and all. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Sora just soloed that. Sora soloed her. It didn't even matter.
Sora has been there before.
Like, he doesn't care.
He didn't even have enchanted armor back then. You could argue that the end of the world stage is not the Realm of Darkness. You could argue that. And if it's not, then okay, I guess so. But I still feel like the Heartless, and in fact, the Invisibles, are just way more dangerous than anything you've seen in the actual Realm of Darkness. Or more dangerous looking.
Yeah.
Damn, you suck. You died a thousand.
I know, right? Hey, luckily,
Here's the king himself.
Luckily, Mickey's here to save us. Yeah, Mickey can
Mickey's always got time for Sora.
Yeah, Mickey's got time for this guy over here.
He's always got time for Sora.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be hiding from the organization, more than willing to fight against it immediately. Put off everything.
Yeah, hold on, Aqua. I gotta go save, this guy.
Yo, is that my boy Sora about to die? I got you, bro.
Yo, I got you, fam.
What to do right now? I just be chilling, playing the game.
Sora, I get it, man. These things happen. I've had a few game overs myself in the Realm of Darkness with someone. What was their name again? Probably doesn't matter.
I can't remember. Remember Shion before he remembers Aqua.
I would believe it, dude. I think he would have said sorry if not in danger, but you do have a point. I don't know, man. He didn't really apologize to Riku when Riku was like, "Why the hell didn't you tell me?" Mickey was all excuses until Aqua actually had him on the brink of just one moment away from death, as far as I'm concerned. Mickey had 0 scenes with Shion before coded. Hey, I'm sure that won't stop him. Sent his friends to die, put Shion to work, leaving his wife. And he just got fucked up. Every time we go back to this conversation, I'm just like, man, this guy is a fuck up.
Mickey sucks. they made him worse with all these prequels. So I kind of wish they didn't do all these prequels. I would have been fine if Aqua, Terra, Ventus just didn't exist. And I'm sure a lot of people will disagree with that, but I don't. I wish they didn't exist. They just added a whole bunch of complexity that didn't need to happen. I don't feel like they ultimately added much to the story. At least, I mean, they added Vanitas. That was kind of cool, but did we really need an excuse to have Vanitas? You could have just made anyone Vanitas. It didn't need to be from Ventus.
Yeah, I mean, even if all the other characters didn't exist and it was just Vanitas, you know Nomura would be able to pull something out of his ass to be like, hey, this is why he looks like Sora, okay, guys? Just relax, it was all
He doesn't
calculated.
even have to look like Sora. You can just keep him in the mask.
That is true. Hell, it would be a lot more interesting if they
He was
didn't.
cooler with the mask on.
Yeah, just don't reveal what he looks like. Sometimes less is more.
If you took the KH3 scene with Vanitas, kept his mask on, and had him say, "What I am is darkness," that would have been 10 times cooler, because you don't know what the fuck he looks like. If what he is darkness, and he just has the mask on, that is the sickest line ever. Instead, you have him slightly unmasked, with this weird-ass, craggly voice, "What I am is darkness." It's not cool.
It's
not.
just it's his chain smoker voice, dude.
It's Sora's lame ass face behind it. I'm not intimidated. It's just lame.
I think BBS is important because it ultimately gave us Project Aqua, but then we wouldn't have Project Aqua. Hey, you guys are right. The best thing to come out of Birth by Sleep is gonna be my Kingdom Hearts 2 mod.
I don't want to even down your mod like that, but like, if the best thing to come out of Birth by Sleep is a mod of Kingdom Hearts 2, that is saying a lot. I don't even have to comment on that. That is brutal if you think about it. The best thing for the Birth by Sleep video game is a mod for KH2, a completely different game.
It's like it's the same thing where like some people hated Brawl so much that they were like, I'm gonna make an entire mod that makes it play like Super Smash Bros. Melee as closely as we can make it in this alternate game engine. And that's how we feel about it.
At least they did it in the same game, that is.
Mm-hmm, that's true.
If they had put everything that's in Brawl into another game, but like kept all the bad stuff out, that would be as brutal as preferring Project Aqua to Birth by Sleep. You get to play as Aqua, but you don't got to play Birth by Sleep to do it.
Yeah, I'm saving the fandom, man. The best thing to come out of Birth by Sleep is we finally have a mature pair of titties attached to a Keyblade. Oh yeah.
I don't know about all that. Touch that comment. You read
The best thing to come out of Birth by Sleep. Hey, we can draw porn of a character now. You know,
I'm not even gonna touch that either.
Crazy. That would explain why some people like Aqua, I guess.
There is not a lot of female characters to look up to in Kingdom Hearts.
That is true. Like, I think the only one you can, other one you could easily say are adults are Larxene and Kyrie's grandmother.
Yeah, and most of the female characters are unfortunately useless. I would love for there to be a strong female representative, but they're all bad.
Hello, Air. Hello, Rixus19.
I think the only one that's actually legitimately good without any major issues is Shion. And she got written out of the plot for most of the series.
And even then, Shion, the entire, what's a Shion's screen time in 358 over 2 days after a while is her just having dizzy spells and fainting all the time.
More interesting than Kyrie, that's for sure.
That is true.
Kyrie just has that Square Enix love interest character to it. But they're just nice girl, generic nice girl, who may say something, may say something cocky every once in a while, but they're pretty much just always nice.
Yeah, Hercules.
Talking about being stronger or whatever. That I hate that the most. I need to catch up with them. I hate when people, not people, but specific writers tend to do that with female characters when it comes to a group, a trio. 2 boys, 1 girl, and the 2 boys are always getting stronger, and the girl character's like, I gotta catch up with them. I gotta prove that I'm useful. They did it a lot in Naruto. They did it a lot here. And I think they do it for other series as well, but it's just, it's lame to me. It's even worse when the female character does not catch up at all, and is still just as useless.
So basically, Kyrie.
Yes. You know Kyrie's bad when in her own, technically her own game, she turns into Sora. She turns into Sora to fight the final boss.
It's sad.
That's
really
bad.
It's sad when you put it that way.
She can't even take a dub.
Yeah, how much screen time does she have in Melody Memory? Like, what, 20 minutes of original cutscenes? After all these years, she gets like 20 minutes. And she still fucks it up! 20 minutes! And she's already fucking up! Like Sora's inside me, man.
Like Scoob! I feel Sora coming inside me!
No better role model than Nominate. Oh right, Nominate is a thing in this series. Her entire power is like explicitly
it's
fucking with Sora.
It's interesting that one of the most least interesting female characters in the series happens to be an alternate of Kyrie. Again, it's brutal, dude. It
just never ends. It just never ends.
Like they brought Kyrie, they brought Nominate back, but like, what the fuck's she gonna do? She's not a Keyblade wielder. So what? She's just gonna appear in the background every once in a while? Like, she's not a Keyblade. What is she gonna do? Like, reasonably speaking.
Well, apparently she can mess with, I don't know, the time to like make lingering wills show up somewhere, so I don't really know what power that entails necessarily, but she can do that.
They could just make random bullshit happen. That's basically what I'm hearing.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I legitimately don't know what Nominate's powers are beyond, like, she can mess with Sora's memories, and I guess people connected to Sora because she affected Donald and Goofy as well. But I don't think Lingering Will has a single connection to Sora whatsoever. She's the hacker. Yeah, she's the memory hacker. Alright, let's fight Sephiroth.
Finally, something related to Kingdom Hearts. A heartless angel.
Ah, yes. Almost got hit there. Wouldn't that be embarrassing, dying on stream? I don't like that's ever gonna happen to me, though. Actually, I don't think
That's what happened to him.
I think if he actually gets a single combo off on me, I'm dead. One more. Think about it! I think I have second chance, but not once more, so, this is gonna go great.
I wonder what's the purpose of the FF7 characters in this game. Aerith and Tifa seem to be looking for Cloud, and Cloud is looking for Sephiroth. I know the entire story of FF7. I don't know why Cloud left Terra. No, not Terra. Tifa and Aerith.
I don't have Retaliate Slash.
I don't know why Cloud would leave them at all. Actually, that's not actually very fitting with his character at all. Now that I think about it, he wouldn't have just left them.
Honestly,
especially if Sephiroth's around.
I feel like the, at least in Kingdom Hearts 1, for Leon, it was hinted that, you know, they were there in Traverse Town, like Leon and Yuffie, because they had lost their world to darkness too. But presumably in Kingdom Hearts 1, Sora restored that world. So I'm not really sure why Leon's in...
Well, Leon is apparently from Radiant Garden.
Oh, is he?
That's apparently their world, which again makes no sense. I don't necessarily get it. Is Radiant Garden the world for the fucking Final Fantasy character?
Maybe.
Because apparently Leon remembers that Radiant Garden used to be called Radiant Garden. But how would he remember that? Unless he's been there for a long period of time. So I assume that was his world. Yeah, Hollow Bastion is their world. So
I guess maybe it's just not the actual, like, game. normal Final Fantasy like versions of them. Maybe these are it's just alternate universe ones that don't actually have memories of their original worlds. That's all I can really glean from that. If Radiant Garden is supposed to be his like actual world, 'cause that does not look like. I don't see any Balam Gardens in Radiant Garden. I don't see any card mini games.
The fact that I know what you're referring to kills me. FF8's story is just boring.
FF8's story is honestly about as much of a drug trip as Kingdom Hearts, I want to say.
Basically, not to give any spoilers to people that care, that story is everyone that you meet knows each other. And if you meet them and they seem important, you know them. Everyone knows each other somehow. I won't explain how, but everyone just knows each other in FF8. I don't know how. Well, I know how. How they strung everything together, it was something alright. It was definitely the game of all time.
Wow, that carried the reflect over to him? That's sick.
Yeah, the FF can probably abandon at this point. It's considering Zack was also a random ass dude in the Coliseum place.
Yeah. Which...
You know what's brutal? Aqua is never gonna see Zack again. If it does fall canon, like at the very least. Like freaking what's his name, dude? The person in the Coliseum in this game, Oron, he's dead.
Missed!
And we know why he's dead. I mean, you know why he's dead. You should. You've beaten FF10.
Oh yeah.
It's obvious why he's dead, so... If they're following some parts of their canon, Zack shouldn't be around much longer, so... Aqua and Zack are never gonna have that date. And they're never gonna meet each other again either.
I think it's implied at the end of Birth by Sleep that Zack is actually killed by Sephiroth, because there's some scene where like Zack shows up and then you just see like a dark feather floating down and nothing else. So I think it's implied Zack is dead.
I'll be honest with you, I think Kingdom Hearts would be way more interesting if they had more interactions with freaking Final Fantasy characters.
I agree. I mean, I think there's a pretty good reason why Hollow Bastion 2 is so memorable for a lot of people.
I want to see Mickey Mouse interact with Kefka.
That would be quite the interaction.
They would never do it, no balls, but that's what they should do. And I pray to God they don't bring in modern Final Fantasy. I do not want to see Noctis. I don't want to see Noctis in KH4. The fucking Yozora dude is bad enough, in my opinion.
Really? I think Yozora is one of the more interesting parts of Kingdom Hearts 3 because they haven't had time to fuck him up yet as a character.
I just have a feeling I know how his shit's gonna go. He is a good guy. I am 100% sure he's a good guy in the story.
Mm-hmm.
He is the type of character who cares about people, but he doesn't know how to properly show it. Something that they've done a lot. It started with Cloud, but they hit like the jackpot with Cloud because he was beautifully written, and then they kept doing it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Yozora was just more of that, because Yozora and Noctis have very similar traits. And if Yozora happens to act more like Noctis after that, I wouldn't be too surprised. Because he already kind of acts a little bit like Noctis.
Oh, I couldn't queue up the Rs. I should have glided.
Keep dying to Sephiroth, my dude.
Listen, man, I don't have any ground abilities. Aside from like sliding dash.
Not very good at this.
It's tragic. Oh, I thought that was gonna chase him. Didn't you see a neat render with Lightning as a teenager in Twilight Town during the years of BBS Kingdom Hearts 3 fake reveals? I think I might have seen the render you're referring to. I'm really shocked they did not include Lightning in any of the Kingdom Hearts games, considering they made like, what, 3 games for her? Like, they clearly really were proud of Lightning as a character.
I think they were really just trying to make it work. Because the first game did relatively bad. The second game improved on those aspects that were bad and was ultimately a better game. But that first game really hurt them. In fact, that game, I think, caused them a lot of problems in the long term of their sales. Because of how it created the whole thing of the hallway simulator game.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the, well, I didn't really mind the hallway simulator stuff for, like, Final Fantasy X, but part of that's because that game had, like, random encounters, and also Spear was just actually an interesting world to me.
Well, most RPGs tend to be hallway simulators. It was more obvious with FF13. Like, technically, this game's a hallway simulator.
Yeah.
It's not really multiple paths. It's not like KH1 where there was multiple paths. In this game, you really just go room to room to room to room, and then you beat the world and you go to the next stage, room to room to room to room, over and over again. It is a hallway simulator. But the combat is so good that you don't really realize that's what's going on here. But it is basically the same. In FF13, it is blatantly obvious, and it doesn't help that the fights are random. It doesn't help that the fights take a long time. And if you don't like that combat system, it is a drag. It is a huge drag. It hurts.
Yeah, I can imagine. They stopped adding Final Fantasy characters after DBS. Yeah, I don't know what their deal was with, like, not having Final Fantasy characters present in Kingdom Hearts 3. Did not really make much sense to me.
I think some people think it was Disney's doing, but again, I don't feel like Disney has their hand that deep in it, where, like, no more Final Fantasy characters interacting with Disney characters. We just want pure Disney. I don't think that's what's happening. I genuinely don't think so. That Toy Story world had nothing to do with Toy Story in terms of the story.
Yeah, but I feel like those are ones where they're not just complete rehashes of the movies. Tend to be the more interesting ones, I guess.
I think what's really going on is that they don't know what they're doing. I should reword that. Because that sounds brutal and mean. I don't think they have the same people that they had writing, and if they do, I'm surprised. I don't feel like they have the same people writing the same stuff anymore. I think they streamlined their story to the point to where they lost what was special about it. Or maybe they don't understand what was special about it.
Nomura has said in an interview that he forgets which characters have interacted with which, so like, if he doesn't know what's going on, how the fuck are we supposed to know?
The thing is about that, Xaddgx, is that I don't think there's too many characters in Kingdom Hearts. I can keep track of all the characters, no problem. I'm not saying I'm better than Nomura, that's not what I'm saying. But it wouldn't be that hard to keep track of it all. I think the real issue is that he did that gacha game thing. Of course, he probably had to, but he could have limited the amount of characters in it pretty easily to just a few important ones. He kept adding complexity to it that he didn't need to add. And even if he did do that, that could have been managed by just keeping, a Bible. Real Bible. But like, just something to keep track of everything that's going on, the character traits, stuff like that. That way you keep it consistent. You always look back to make sure shit's the way that it's supposed to be. I don't think he has anything like that. And it sort of shows when the Disney plots are not exactly the same. Things kind of suck, in my opinion. the Toy Story world is not very interesting. And it gets really dumb near the end of it when freaking young Xehanort comes out. It starts talking shit and Woody talks back to him. I think that shit's goofy as hell. It's hilarious, but it's like, it looks like you just ham-fisted young Xehanort into this. Like, he actually has any, like, say in anything here. Like, what does young Xehanort have anything to do with this place? You should have put Xion. Had Xion hooded up and all that stuff. Because he's technically in a replica body. He's technically considered like a tool or whatever. A toy in that nature. You could have had an interesting conversation with her there, but I guess young Xehanort's fine. Got that awesome Woody line.
I don't have aerial recovery either, I just realized. If I get hit by that, I'm just dead.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, no one, I was wondering why I wasn't recovering during that. It's because I can't. Holy shit. This is fucked up.
Let him cook.
Fuck it, anti-form, let's go. Woody and Yusuf was worth it. I think it was too. He's immune to that! Fuck, he's immune to like half of anti-form's finishers, dude.
Yeah, because he's fucking darkness.
Well, I want to be darkness too.
That's... You just sound lame saying that, my dude. I want to be darkness too.
Anti-form's cool, okay.
Yeah, chat is active. Just having this deep discussion. I mean, the only reason I'm talking about KH lore is because I think it's like the only way I can talk for a long period of time while we watch Xad lose to this over and over again.
Yeah, I might be here a while.
I managed to stall this whole stream for an entire extra hour just talking about how stupid Ansem and Mickey are. Xad, they're not asking me, they're asking you specifically, not me. What are your thoughts on the FF7 remake?
Should I be nice? Okay, I'll start with the good. The combat, very interesting way to combine like Final Fantasy 15's like we may as well just call it what it is, like early access version of FF7 remake combat. It's a good implementation between that and like the traditional like command menu style stuff. I think it was very interesting how they did that. Now, this says it's Final Fantasy VII Remake, and when you hear that, you don't think, oh, they're gonna completely change the story to include like fucking time travel goods. You think, oh, they're gonna remake it with like good graphics, maybe they'll change the gameplay a bit, but the story's gonna be the same. No. And I think that's a huge disservice to one of the landmark like RPGs titles to ever be made, to like completely alter the story, and not only alter the story but make it episodic. That's fucked up. That's that gotcha shit coming into play. That's that I know I'm Square Enix and I know I can get away with doing whatever and people will buy it, so I'm gonna make Final Fantasy VII episodic.
I mean, that first game was really fucking long. Got a lot of content in that first area. Though I would argue it does suck that it's episodic, but the first game is a full-length game in terms of how much you can do in it. And even just by playing it regularly, it takes a while to get through.
That is true.
That's including watching the cutscenes as well. But I would agree with you that the if I am playing a remake, if you're gonna change part of the story, that's fine. But if you're doing significant changes like they're doing, I'm not really cool with that. If you add like some extra scenes, you know, expand on some characters, whatever, that's fine. But no, they're changing shit. He fought Sephiroth at the end of that remake, and I probably shouldn't have said that. That's spoilers, my bad. But he fought Sephiroth at the end of the remake. You can't do that.
Yeah, like the original kept him on the back burner for a while for a reason, because like that was their guy they were gonna reveal in the story, and it was gonna be a big deal.
The thing is, with the amount of changes that they did, it just makes me worried that Aerith's not gonna die. And if Aerith doesn't die, then what's the point? Well, what's the point? There's no stakes anymore. You ruined it. There needs to be some form of tragedy. And if they like make someone else die instead, I think that's lame. Like, some people are thinking, oh, maybe Tifa's gonna die instead. I'm like, why?
The thumbnail is what got me here. Well, welcome to the stream, Minky Sora. Hope you enjoy me dying to Sephiroth.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Soul Calibur. This guy good? Tried to do that upper slash to me like 3 times. This dude.
Yo, Black Slots posted some awesome art in your server. You should check it out. Not gonna lie.
Probably shouldn't randomly open Discord on stream, but I will definitely check it out after the stream.
You should definitely check it out. It's like the hypest art I've seen from them yet. The best part is that you're in it.
Oh damn. I'm finally debuting.
Show me your strength.
What's your favorite Kingdom Hearts memory and your least favorite Kingdom Hearts memory? My favorite Kingdom Hearts memory is probably beating this game for the first time. Everything about it was just so amazing to me. So that childlike wonder to everything. My least favorite Kingdom Hearts memory is
Show me your strength.
picking up Birth by Sleep, going through Ventus' story, and dying to Vanitas like a million times from counters that I couldn't reasonably deal with because I didn't look up a strategy guide for Second Chance once more, so he was just one-shotting me. There's nothing I could do about it.
Dang, we have very similar takes on this, because I would say the ending of KH2, specifically when Sora takes the 2 Keyblades, I thought that was the hypest shit ever when I was young. And the least favorite would definitely be Final Vanitas. It was the worst thing I've ever played, ever. I will never play Birth by Sleep ever again. I don't care if it's a better battle system. I don't care if there's a better battle system. I don't care if they remake the game from the ground up and make it fun. I'm never playing that game again. I dread Final Vanitas. It is the worst fight I have ever experienced.
Show me your strength.
I don't ever want to even think about it again. Horrible boss fight. Has some of the worst boss fight designs I've ever seen in Kingdom Hearts history. I don't know how they make it so bad and not like. I don't know how they have playtesters. They play the game and none of them even think for a moment, maybe we should change how this works. No one thinks that. Have a whole team of freaking professionals and no one thinks, you think this one might be frustrating to the players? Nah, fuck those players. They'll pay for it anyways.
You think the
You don't have to worry about updating it.
You think that teenagers and child Disney fans will be able to figure this fight out with no issues whatsoever? When it doesn't explain what you're supposed to do, and when you pause the game, the information prompt is just finish Vanitas. There's a lot of useless information prompts in Birth by Sleep.
If you die, it's back to the start.
Yeah. There's so many information prompts that are just downright useless in that game, or just completely vague. That would be the one time where this is like the time to actually describe in the information prompt what the game expects you to do, and it does not. It does not, my guy.
That's enough.
Yeah, I deal with my trauma by making a mod about it and making it promote the better combat engine, essentially. But Peter Pan in his place is the best part of Birth by Sleep for sure. It's like I'm not even playing the same game, because that fight's just actually fun.
Doesn't he stagger a lot?
Oh yeah, he staggers, and I don't think he has like a revenge attack, which Terra's so slow that, you know, he doesn't need one. He'll eventually fall out of your combo anyways. But that just makes him fun to actually, you know, fight.
Know your place. Perish now.
Getting closer. Okay, thanks for the free opening, I guess. Oh, thank God I had MP there.
Not lose.
Trinity Limit is my only out if he hits the upper slash on me.
How do you have more trouble with Sephiroth than Terra?
Because I have like no option. I don't even have Blizzard or Magnet. I don't even have the cool guy move I discovered last stream.
You have Final Form. You could have literally just unlocked it.
Yeah, but that's not good viewership for the fans, you know. I'm doing the I suffer for the fans here, okay?
Sure. Whatever you say.
If I
I always struggle to understand how people can make bad bosses. Like, maybe it's just not as obvious as I think it is. Maybe it's just that I have experience. But when I see a bad boss, to me it's just obvious that it's bad. I can't understand how someone can just, you know, see one of these bosses and just think, no, this is completely fine. I had fun with it. And I'm like, that's cool that you had fun with it. There's nothing wrong if you enjoy like Final Vanitas. But if you sat here and told me that it was objectively good, I'd probably laugh at you. I can't say anything else about it. Like, I can't see how anyone would think that's a good boss, genuinely speaking, just through regular concepts of good game design.
I think a lot of people don't really think about that because they don't play on difficulties where it necessarily matters. So like a lot of people's experience is just, well, I mean, he didn't deal that much damage to me, so it's probably fine. Most people don't really have to think about like actual game design, so they just kind of don't. That's the conclusion I've come to, because if you play like Birth by Sleep on, you know, beginner or standard mode, you're not really going to take any damage, and you're not going to start dealing like 1 damage to a bunch of enemies generally. And if you are, it's not going to last very long. Like, so I think a lot of people do the casual experience, which is fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing that with Birth by Sleep. I kind of feel like that's the way they intended you to play that game. As soon as you turn on critical mode, even when you level in that game, it's bad. It's just bad.
It's a huge slog.
Hey, how's the stream going? Well, I just beat Sephiroth completely underprepared, so that's fun. We already won a while ago. We've just kind of been stalling and talking about Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy lore at this point. And boss design. Boss design's great.
I'm avoiding talking about Final Fantasy lore, because I don't want to spoil people, because the stories in Final Fantasy games happen to be pretty good most of the time. Most of the time.
I think
Like FF8's not that bad, it's just, you know, kind of silly at times.
Yeah.
9 was really good, and 10 was also really good.
10 is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I think that game
10 was surprisingly good.
Like, I think that game is genuinely just amazing all around. Like, discounting the post-game, like a lot of the post-game shit, there's really not much wrong with that game.
Alrighty, I can answer this for you, actually. Rixus asks, what's the best designed boss, in your opinion? Any KH game? I'll answer this for you, Zad, because I know. It's Terra. He thinks it's Terra. I know it's Terra. He thinks it's the best boss in Kingdom Hearts anything. It's Terra in this game. Am I right?
Of course you're right.
It's Terra. There you go. He loves Terra.
Boss is fucking amazing. The funny part is, like, I would still say Lingering Will has, like, genuine flaws, but the problem is it's so fucking well made in comparison to, like, a lot of things in this game, which are already pretty damn good, mind you, that it's incredible what they pulled off with Lingering Will. Like, they went all out with that boss. That boss has multiple, like, system calls in his AI that they made just so Terra would actually work and be a thing. Like, there's no other boss in the game that's like, I'm gonna spawn these lasers on a timer that have their own AI that'll shoot you. The fucking Ultima Cannon has its own AI. Like, it's just insane what they did with him. The multiple modes he has that reset and change patterns when you die. Like,
You never see him Birth by Sleep.
yeah, you're never gonna see AI like that in Birth by Sleep. Like, the closest Birth by Sleep gets is mysterious figure changing his AI based on I was over there. Based on what's in your command menu, which is just fucking bullshit. Like, you're never gonna figure out, like, oh, if I put, like, I don't know, 2 slows here, then suddenly mysterious figure is gonna doom me more often. Like, no one's ever gonna figure that out. But with Terra, eventually it kind of clicks, like, oh, you know, I've seen that move before, so he's probably gonna do that move too. Like, it's really well made. Like, the only problems I'd really say Terra has is just Blizzaga Bike, and even then, he's rarely ever gonna pull that out unless you're taking too long to, like, actually stagger him or kill him. Like, most of the time, that's not what his AI is gonna just randomly decide to do. You have to just be actively getting fucked over repeatedly for him to decide to do that.
I think I have a completely different answer, since I actually, to be honest, I've never fought Lingering Will. I just don't care. I've seen people fight him so much that I don't really fight secret bosses that often in Kingdom Hearts games. I think the only secret boss I've ever fought was the ones in Kingdom Hearts 1. I fought the fucking Xemnas fight in Kingdom Hearts 1. It was okay. I wasn't in love with it. I fought Sephiroth. I did not fight Lingering Will. I fought the Data fights. They were alright. I'm not really big into secret boss fights. Never been. But I haven't fought Terra. I don't think I'd care about it either way. But if we're going to talk about most favorite bosses, I think it would have to be Final Riku in Kingdom Hearts 1. That one is definitely my favorite. It might not be as complex as Terra Lingering Will is, but I feel like it's very thematic. It's very thematic. The situation is very intense. The fight itself is very intense, and it's very swordplay heavy. If you are good at the game and you know what you're doing, you could parry Riku like a lot, get a lot of tech points, and actually fight that fight really well. And I like that. It's basically harkening back to if you'd practice fighting Riku in Destiny Island, you were basically ready for fighting him here in Hall of Bastion, because he fights very similar to that. He doesn't fight the same exact way. Of course, he has darkness and shit like that, but like it's the same concept of him countering you,
going for counters because he likes to do that. That's a Riku thing. He likes countering people. But almost every attack has a tell. That's the thing that I like about Kingdom Hearts 1, is that every attack has a clear tell. It's very obvious how you can dodge things. He's made a lot of well-made bosses besides Oogie Boogie, but Oogie Boogie has never had a good boss fight in any of the games, so he doesn't count.
Yeah, the final Riku in Kingdom Hearts 1 is also one of my favorite fights. Both.
I mean, the music was iconic.
Yeah, like the everything came together for that fight. Like the build up from Destiny Islands, the foreshadowing for some of his new moveset, like right before that. And the fact that like the hit count thing is a big thing. Like if you, like you said, the Destiny Islands Riku basically foreshadows exactly how he's going to counter attack you in that fight. That's a big thing with Kingdom Hearts 1. There's these little details or things that you can get to help enhance the fight for you. And like him being humanoid instead of large also helps because there's just more interactivity there.
He's also the same exact size as Sora, and that's one of the only instances where you're fighting someone that's your size as well. It's an equal footing fight, and I feel like most of these character action games or hack and slash games, the best fights have always been people that are your size, not huge enemies. Like when you talk about like Devil May Cry, who's the best boss you've ever fought? Most people will say Virgil. You talk about Devil May Cry 5, best boss you ever fought? Oh, it's Virgil or Dante. It's always someone who's the same size as you. Bloodborne, best boss you ever fought? Oh, it's Gurman. Oh, it's Lady Maria. It's always someone the same fucking size as you, because those are the best. Because it's equal footing. And because of that equal footing, it kind of, I don't know how to describe, it's the vibe's different when it's someone that's not like bigger than you.
Yeah, I mean that goes back to what I say about like Kingdom Hearts 2. Like the best fights in this game are always the humanoids. Like the only I still stand by that the only good large boss in this game is Twilight Thorn, and it's because he's the only large boss where you are kind of on equal footing with him because you can reversal a lot of his shit. Like you can interact with him the whole time. It's not just you gotta wait for this guy to be nice to you essentially, and that's cool.
Like the humanoid bosses tend to not be as tanky. Like this guy, for instance, your guy you're fighting right now, he's just eating your hits. Eating it. The humanoid bosses don't do that. They normally don't do that unless it's, it's birth by sleep. But if it's not birth by sleep, they actually, flinch and stuff. Because they're the same size as you, getting hit by the same exact weapon as you. They may be stronger than you, maybe, but it's more like a neck and neck thing. It's an actual duel. I think that's what I'm getting across. It's an actual duel. The final Rico fight feels more like an actual duel than a lot of these other fights. It's like really deciding who's the better Keyblade master. Back when, it was, considering back when people were Keyblade masters and not like having to go through stupid tests for it.
Kingdom Hearts 3, the Davy Jones fight was super forgettable. See, I disagree with that only for one reason and one reason alone, and that's because after an entire fucking first act worth of fighting large bosses you couldn't interact with in that game, you finally get to fight a humanoid who actually flinches from what you're doing to him.
You know what's really shitty is that the dopest fight in Birth by Sleep happens to be Captain Hook.
Yeah, yeah, because he actually has multiple ways that he reacts to your stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, of all the bosses, Captain Hook really is just the best one in Birth by Sleep. It's so stupid.
He got repulsed. He's an actual swordsman, which is crazy. He's always a good fight in the Kingdom Hearts games. It's weird that he's like that.
Yeah.
He's got good counters, good riposts. He's just a good swordsman. And I think that's what Kingdom Hearts excels at when it comes to the bosses. When you're fighting a character who actually knows how to fight and isn't just attacking you with a bunch of spells, giant-ass spells, I think that's where the game excels in. That's why I like Final Riku the most. I've watched a lot of Lingering Will, and maybe I feel differently if I actually fought him, but in my opinion, it just seems like he's just hitting you with a bunch of huge attacks that you can't necessarily do yourself. He's just better than you. And it's hard to like see it as any other way. It's not really equal footing to me at that point. He's just doing shit that's like on a different level. And he's not even that cool in his own game, which kind of takes away points from him.
Well, that's why I always say, you know, I love Lingering Will, but I hate Terra. Captain Hook Advanced AI win.
You may be getting something Captain Hook related soon, but you didn't hear that from me.
There are things I want to say, but I can't. I'll just say that.
The worst part is that we are not lying.
Like
This is not a fib this time.
like there are things I want to say, believe me, but I can't. But if we're talking Disney bosses, Hook is consistently one of the coolest ones in my eyes. Even like when I had the better battle system mod on for Birth by Sleep, I don't say this about fucking anything in Birth by Sleep, okay? I had fun fighting Captain Hook in Birth by Sleep with that mod on.
Dope. It was weirdly dope too. It's like it felt like it was made by a different bunch of people. That's how dope it was.
Yep. It was.
It actually felt like a fight, and not just like a lot of the fights in the better battle system felt kind of like a joke in a way. Not saying that the mod's bad, but more so saying it's very clear that the enemies are not made for you to have like a fair advantage against them. So you just smoke most of the enemies, and they can't really do much about it. But Hook seemed like he was made for this in mind.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like, because he has like specific reactions to fire-based attacks, and then like arrow as well. But then on top of that, he can still counterattack with. He can still counterattack, but you can hit him out of his counterattacks, which is fucking crazy. I can't say that about anything else in Birth by Sleep. You can duel with Captain Hook in that fucking mod.
Again, it's like he was made for it, and that's not possible. So it's weird how that turned out.
Like, there's a reason I highlighted Captain Hook's fight specifically out of that mod with Ventus. Like, it's a good fucking fight for that mod. There's just no other way to put it. It's good. If more bosses function like he did in Birth by Sleep, and you could combine it with the better battle system mod, that game would have been a fucking grade A game, dude.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think I would ever play that game again. Not even on a good day. Not even if you fixed everything. The stain that game has left on me is too massive for me to ever consider it ever again.
Honestly, though, that is also just understandable.
I've dealt with a lot of jank in my time. I've played almost all the Sonic games. I've dealt with a lot of jank, but they aren't that bad compared to that final boss in Vanitas.
That is rough.
That fight is really bad.
It really is, though. Like, there's just no other way around it. It's just fucking trash.
It's inexcusably bad. It's like they had to hit a deadline and it's like, oh well, this is definitely not done. Ship it anyways, guys. That's what it felt like. And then they didn't even attempt to fix it when they remade it. Well, they didn't remake it, but like when they ported it over, they didn't even try to fix it.
Yeah, they made more changes to DDD's stagger system in the HD remaster, so some bosses actually staggered more. They didn't do shit to Birth by Sleep.
It's perfect the way that it is, just as we intended, just as we designed, as God ordained.
You personally also really like the electric switch guy in Birth by Sleep.
I don't even remember that fight.
I can't say I enjoyed it nearly as much. There's just... You gotta get lucky with staggering that guy out of his stuff. Like, it's just got the other BBS boss syndrome. Hook has actual coded non-RNG reactions. Like, that's the crazy part. That's what separates Hook from fucking everything.
He has, what the fuck? What the hell is that called? I know what it's called. He doesn't have phases. He has patterns. He has patterns.
Yeah.
These fucking other bosses don't have patterns. You start attacking Ericus and he takes out a 16-hit combo on attacking out of nowhere. You don't know why he's doing his counter thing right now. You don't know why. He just does it because he wants to.
Imagine if Ericus taught the crew that air blocking technique that he's so fond of using. Imagine if he taught that to Terra.
Blocking in the air? Impossible.
How does he know techniques that Sora wasn't using until Kingdom Hearts 3? It doesn't make any sense! Yo! I ducked under the disc with that and shot him, dude! What was that?
There's really good hitboxes in KH2.
That would never happen in Birth by Sleep. Sark would just counter and the disc would be able to reach up to the sky. Dude, what was that? Why does Sark always get killed in the coolest ways in these playthroughs? Oh, wow.
He's gotta get real. Like, look which one of us is winning. I love that Ventus close.
It never ends. God, I don't have guard break or explosion, so I have to do like 10 finishers for these. Why am I even here, man? Better be going on a second's highlight video. 100% is, dude. Ooh, nice try. Yeah, you know, maybe we do go final for this. You know, maybe. Holy shit! I got hit because I'm too busy admiring the space paranoids texture for this Kingdom Hearts 3 Ultima. This guy stopped shooting lasers already. Be pretty cool.
Oh yeah, admiring it. You do realize like all these textures are just cube shifted, right?
Wouldn't surprise me.
No, they're not. I just made that up.
I
wish I had to take time with everything I do. Unfortunately.
Crazy. I wanna admire the I wanna look at this for a bit. Yo, Sora, move. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that actually looks good with the beret.
Back in the game.
What is this double plus mod? I keep seeing in the chat. I don't actually know what it is. What is double plus?
It's something on PC. I've seen like some footage of. All I really know about it, though, is that it like adds a bit of things to Sora's kit, and I think makes it faster to get boosts from chest or whatever, or randomizer. I don't really know much about it beyond that, though.
So it came out a year ago. So a link to the mod? No, of course not. I'm not gonna say this YouTuber's name. But if you're gonna stream the game, you should probably link the mod that you're using. I wish more YouTubers did that.
Who needs to give credit to people for their hard work? That's just ridiculous.
I'm just saying, if people are watching your stream to see the mod, you should probably link the mod.
Probably should.
I don't know. It's just a thought I had.
Crediting people for their hard work? No, that's too hard. It would take like 5 seconds to add a hyperlink. Please die. Okay, cool. I don't even know why I did that. But you know, we got another cool kill on like base Sark for doing that, so whatever, worth it, I guess. Double plus gives dry form air magic to base Sora. Oh, yeah, there you go. It fixes one of the problems I fixed, essentially. Making base air magic actually usable.
I'm not gonna say much about this because I don't want to really do hard comparisons between the mods, because I feel like that's not fair. Because I feel like your mod does a lot more than theirs do, but y'all are both trying to do different things. So it wouldn't be fair to compare, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's no real need to compare. If people will play the mods they like more, that's just all there is to it.
So they're gonna play FFVII more?
I don't know, that's for the people to decide, man. Where are the data fights?
That's a very sad thing to say. Where's the data fights?
Where are the treasure
Everyone who
chests?
played KH3 the first time around before the DLC drop.
Challenge not even possible for Nobody May Cry? Oh yeah, I could implement that for that guy in like 10 seconds. It's just, you know, I feel like you'd be very, very, very broken because, you know, Roxas' dry forms, they do a lot more stuff than Sora's dry forms, and they're very broken.
It's almost like they're not very balanced yet.
Yeah, it's an alpha! The alpha plus just try to shift KH2 a bit. This is a whole different thing. I gotcha. You know, we killed Sephiroth, and, you know, not many people can say that they've done that. And we've pretty much already won the run anyway, so I guess we'll call it here. Thank you all
You're
for...
not gonna fight Terra?
I guess I could. Fuck it, why not? Fuck it, let me warp to Terra. It's what the fans
I can't believe
want.
you were gonna end the stream without fighting Terra.
Yeah, my
That's
bad.
crazy.
How could I forget what the fans want?
That's so unlikely.
You're right, you're right. Well, the last time I tried to do that, it crashed. So part of me is just like, oh no, is it gonna be unstable? But I guess I should test it actually. Disney Castle. Yeah, fuck it. How could we ever end the stream without me fighting Terra? After
You fight Terra almost in every stream, let's be honest.
he's good, man. What can I say?
This dude's the biggest Terra fan I've ever met.
No. I'm the biggest lingering wolf fan you've ever met. There's a big.
Would it kill you to mention any other boss
There's a-
besides Terra? Or Roxas, for that matter.
Marluxia's a really well-designed fight.
This is the first time I've ever heard you mention Marluxia's name. Ever. When it comes to bosses.
Marluxia's really good because he's basically there as the level 1 tester, like, okay, can you beat him without ever getting hit? Oh hey, look, it's a portal to Marluxia right there in Disney Castle. How would I ever know this?
Are we gonna get a 2-for-1 special?
Maybe. Yeah. Though I am leveled, so you know it kind of kills the whole point because he'd have to land 42 hits on me.
Marluxia jump scare.
All right, we're gonna fight Terra.
It's really fucking short if you beat Terra first try.
Somehow I don't think I'm gonna pull that off with this very limited. And there's the fucking bike. Of course you would. Of course, every time, dude. Every time. Poor Daffy Duck's already dead. Got just fucking basic finishers, man. I'm dealing no damage to this guy.
But I see black.
I'm gonna point out right now that fuck, I would have aerial recovery. Fuck, that's right, dude.
You're just fucked. It's over. It's over. It's Jover.
Oh my god. Isn't the Terrified unlock automatically? I have to get one of the proofs in Randomizer? I don't think it unlocked automatically. But, again, what would I know? Oh my god, that bike again. Okay, so I basically need to always have MP for limit. Oh wait, no, I can't solo Trinity if if either Dawn or Goofy are dead. Wow, this is
The true final test.
this is the mark of mastery exam right here. This is it. Can you win against Terra without aerial recovery, retaliating slash? With my tier 1 thunder as well? Oh hell yeah, dude. Let's go. Yeah, I'll be up here. You need me? Oh god, what is... Okay. Bike again? Yeah, you do that, buddy. This dude good? Oh no, I don't have an MP for Duck Player right now.
I'm so much fun playing F-Zero.
He's out here playing a different game.
It looks like it.
He's got all of his abilities, I don't. It's very tragic. I get him down. Yeah, stun him down, let's go! Get him again, Donald. It's the only other limit I have. Let's go! Alright, Terra. Okay, ultimate cannon. Okay. Oh, I have Magnet now. That's great. That's gonna help me out a lot against this guy, I'm sure. Go get him, Donald. Okay, that's his HP gate. Yeah, I'll just fly into that cannon real fast. Thank God for iframes. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, dude. I don't know how I got away with that. Can't keep wasting ethers this early, though. Yo, Sora! You fucking missed the finisher, man. Relax.
Yo, Sora's in this?
Yo, they put Sora in this mode?
Yo, Sora?
Yo, Sora. Is that the connection? Okay, I'm attack sealed now. That's great.
Oh my god. You're not doing so hot.
Yeah, this is no, no, dude. I need you to relax with that counter you're doing right now, buddy. You could just if you could just chill out with that real fast. Why are you over there? Okay, listen, man. Okay, he's flinching from this, but I'm out of MP. Oh my god, the ultimate cannon. Okay, dude, you're really gonna do this to me right now? Okay. Okay, punch. Alright, we got attack back. Let's go. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. Yeah, get him, Donald. I need to think about my life choices. Okay. Sorry, you oh my god, Donald saved me. Holy shit, dude.
Donald, the MVP.
Actual MVP, dude. I was dead if he did not heal me there. You guys are being dumb again? Yeah, that sounds like me. Oh, you tried! Okay. Alright. Rip Daffy, we hardly knew him. Oh, is this phase 3? Okay, phase 3. Okay, ultimate cannon, please. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Ooh, Donald got up in time? The duck flare? Let's go, Daffy!
Jesus Christ, he really is the MVP.
Shuffer and Xaddgx! Whatever he fucking says.
I'm not even gonna attempt to mimic that voice.
Okay, what do you got for me, Terra? Okay, DM.
Right, that is a cool looking DM.
It never gets old for me. I swear, it's so sick.
But I could definitely tell, like, some people kind of call this game a reflex spam game, because I have no clue how the fuck you're supposed to deal with that DM otherwise.
You need growth. You need growth abilities, which I do not have right now. Yo, Daffy's up. Daffy's up. Let's go, Daffy.
Oh yeah, Daffy is you're despicable.
You're despicable. Oh my god, ultimate cannon, please! Okay. Okay. Alright, Daffy. Get him again. Let's go. Oh god. The lasers almost got me killed there. Oh. This is bad. Okay. I actually had the pause button for this or I'm dead. Get fucked! Let's go! We got him! Holy shit.
Completely worth it for that Twilight Shard.
Completely worth it. Thank god. Oh, and a Lightning Stone. And a Blazing Gem. Don't forget. Holy shit, we did it. Dude, Daffy, unironically, the MVP, cured me when I would have died. Kept getting up for those duck flares, dude.
And that's why he's black.
Cause he's got your back.
That was the... Well, okay, that's why. That's what we're going with. Cause he's got your back. Say that to all your black friends.
Donald,
I'm sure it will go well.
Donald would never cure like Daffy did. Yeah, it's true. Donald would have never done that. Alright, we'll fight Marluxia now.
Bonus Marluxia fight, let's go.
We talked a lot of shit on BBS today. We all know that BBS's biggest flaw was Linger will not having the cape in the last fight. Honestly, I agree. I think there was some kind of interview where they said that the reason he didn't have the cape back in BBS was just because of the hardware limitations.
Lame. They could have just animated it. There's no hardware limitations with animation. That sounds like shit that a dev developer would say to people that don't know any better.
Could have been. I know that game did have like some realistic physics being simulated in it, and I think maybe they were worried about trying to do that with the cape. I don't know.
They didn't have to make a cape rig. Well, they would have to make a rig for the cape, but they wouldn't have to make it like actually have physics. They just had to animate it.
Yeah.
They could just make fake physics.
Yeah, it's funny because they did that with Lingering Will in this game.
Yeah, it's not actual physics with the cape. The cape will always go the same way no matter what. It's animated that way.
Oh shit. That was a pretty cool catch. Oh yeah, I don't have area of recovery. Yeah.
3 hits, we take those.
We take those. Hold on. Wait, that actually just straight up stunned him out of that. Wait a minute. I just learned something new about Marluxia. We getting the Daffy tech?
I'm so glad I made everything work with this black, feathered Donald. Cause it wouldn't. I'm glad I went the full mile with him.
It pays off. Like, it looks awesome. It's fun to use in these fights as well.
Certainly stands out.
You know what's funny? This isn't even Data Marluxia. This is just Absent Silhouette Marluxia.
Are you struggling?
Just now hitting me.
You shouldn't be struggling.
Absent Silhouette just has a lot of health. He hit me out of that?
What's the point of the silhouettes again? I don't recall.
They give you synthesis recipes for the for like the Final Mix exclusive stuff, like the Shadow Archive, the Full Blue, and basically really good accessories and shit. Hey, get him, Daffy. It quick ran me instead of dodge rolling, okay. Don't know what that was about. Daffy speedrun tech. Oh, he didn't counter that. Oh, he didn't counter Daffy real quick. Hold on, get back up there, bucko.
Despicable percent.
UBS is the only side game I touched. If you want a side game where the combat's actually like good, if you can get past all the mini game shit, Recoded actually does have pretty solid command gameplay. It's just that, you know, it's on a DS, so emulate that shit. Energy.
Just know that you can't get to the final secret boss normally without using their weird systems that are really hard to use.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't even know this. I didn't even know that game had a secret boss.
It has two. Data Roxas, Corrupted Data Roxas, and Corrupted Data Dark Riku.
Oh. Well, damn. I'm gonna have to look up footage of that after the stream.
Yeah, I watched a video regarding it. I can toss you a link. But yeah, he beat Dark Marluxia. Dark Marluxia, wow. All Marluxia is dark. I assume no. He wouldn't be because he had nobody. Well, he beat Data. That's not Data Marluxia. He beat Absent Silhouette Marluxia.
I think the important thing here is that we beat Sephiroth and Terra, and you know, not many people can say that. Now for real, I think we're gonna end the stream because there's pretty much nothing left to actually do in this randomizer run unless I want to subject myself to more incomplete moveset post-game fights, which I kind of don't want to do. So, thanks to Reveneer for, you know, being an expert staller and talking about Kingdom Hearts lore with us the whole stream. It was a fun time as usual.
I try my best.
Now beat Advanced AI Terra with limited moveset. That was Advanced AI Terra.
You thought that was normal Terra, did you? That's how good it is. You can't even tell the difference.
You can tell it's Advanced AI Terra because he doesn't auto counter you with the Keyblade Whip and kill you instantly. Anyways, yeah. Later, dudes. Have a good day. I'll
Bye-bye.
highlight the stream eventually.